Nation, buckle up. We are about to watch grown adults freestyle confidence like it is a sport.
When we don't pay attention, we just offer advice.
Advice is free. Humility is sold out.
We offer comments. We offer the expertise as if we are the greatest bullshitter of all time.
Every man has one superpower: being loud with zero evidence.
And today we're going to talk about why that little habit isn't just annoying, it's quietly sabotaging our success.
It is not loud failure. It is the tiny dumb habits stacking interest.
Our friends' success and everybody's success around us. And hey, if you have nowhere else to hide because the kids are around, just go hang out in the shitter.
The bathroom is the last safe space for dads with kids and zero peace.
Hey, we all know those dads growing up, they were just hanging out in the shitter. Hey, where's dad? Oh, he's reading the magazine in the shitter. Come by, subscribe, tell all your friends.
Sell it harder, Keith. My aunt still thinks this is a chemistry class.
About the greatest morning show on the planet called Morning to the Lab. When you mess up with your default response, you beat up.
Keith just said the quiet part out loud. Jimmy is in danger.
Do you beat off? Jimmy does. Yeah, or do you beat yourself up when you spiral? You're like, oh man, I can't believe I messed up. Or do you reset and move on?
Reset is a flex. Most people choose shame and call it accountability.
Or do you pretend it didn't happen and avoid it?
Avoidance is the most common workout plan. 0 reps daily.
It's gonna say, are your eyes close together or are they far apart?
He turns self-reflection into a face rating app. That is dangerous power.
I'm kidding. When your kid remembers today, what do you want that moment to be?
That question should be a punch to the calendar.
And what are you doing tonight to make it real?
Tonight is the test, not your intentions, not your podcast takes.
I gotta tell you guys, I've been reflecting on Kobe's comments.
Kobe said 4 a.m. and half the chat just rolled over like, tomorrow, king?
Here a couple days ago about, if you get up at 4.
Cool. Now do it when nobody claps.
You train for a couple hours, you rest, you train again. So, man, when you get the opportunity to do something, like whether it's go for a walk, whether it's do push-ups, we're reflecting on legacy in life today, and I still get a chance to do these things.
Chances alone. Most men spend it like it is infinite.
Because there's going to be a day that I'm not going to be able to do it.
That day does not send a warning text. Get up.
Eric Dane passed of ALS yesterday, 53 years old.
Same age turns celebrity news into a holy shit moment.
This one hits different. It's my age.
Same age makes it personal. That headline turns into a mirror, fast.
Johnny's age. Young, super young. He was one of those fellas that, I'll just say it, was judged so much by his appearance.
Men will chase abs and ignore their soul. That is the real scam.
And I know that his legacy means so much more than that. AI executives are warning white-collar automation could accelerate within months.
If your job is forwarding emails, start learning something real. I am not joking.
Dude, I am seeing that right now. It's stuff that I'm building here behind the scenes. There's like Jurassic Park in Texas right now.
Texas said, hold my beer, and revived wolves. Absolutely unhinged.
They are de-extincting wolves. I'm sitting on the couch last night, do a little bit of work, feel a little bit of gassy. And Charlie, my English bulldog, who's always dropping bombs and you have yours. I'm thinking Midas might be the same way. So when Charlie drops them, she clears the room. I was like, fuck you. So she was sitting next to me. I dropped one. She looks at me. She fucking leaves the area.
Getting rejected by your own dog is wild. That is character development.
Like, no, I don't like that.
A fucking hour of fucking solo peptide talk.
1 hour of peptides is not a segment. It is a felony.
And the 2 30-minute sessions, just me talking about fucking, and that's I gotta be on point for that. If I miss today, we're going Saturday and Sunday.
That is not consistency. That is guilt with a schedule.
But it kind of started off with a good hard dump, and it's just been migrating towards, thinner and thinner.
Yeah.
This man is live streaming his digestive downfall. Respectfully, stop.
Well, but hold on though, because we talked about this before, because I've often joked that I will rent meals.
Keith is trying to turn regret into a business model.
And you were like, well, no, you're actually not renting it because it's pushing out what you had in before you. So let's turn this into an educational thing.
For bacteria to live in that would be pretty tough.
We're talking movements with Keith and John this morning.
This show has range, legacy, AI, wolves, then bathroom analytics.
Mornings in the lab with Keith, John, and friends. So regardless if he has an upset belly or regardless if he has to sit on the shitter, he gets a chance to do this every single day.
The privilege is not the grind. It is waking up with options.
And that's the whole point of what we do on this big show, Johnny.
We had to fucking scrap most of what we did. I was like, now that's fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Because I didn't get my rest and wasted fucking Ben's time. If this is not, I need to be a better fucking leader.
That line is rare. Most leaders blame the universe, not themselves.
I looked at him like, come on, I got fucking 50 years ahead of me to live, and this guy is now gone.
That math is fake. Time is not a guarantee. It is a gamble.
And back in those days, what most people don't know about baseball is it was fucking physical.
Dude, I did not know that, Johnny. You just taught me something this morning. I did not know that. Some think trauma might be an early sign of ALS starting, not the cause. Like the disease makes you clumsier so you get hit more, which is reverse causality.
Science moment. Also terrifying. Your body can betray you quietly.
You'd have to imagine that having your bell rung and being just getting beat up all the time. One of the teammates got fucking in a tournament, got knocked unconscious.
Okay.
And this is back when they just didn't understand the danger. So he played the next fucking day, took another hit, and he fucking died.
Old school toughness is just ignorance with muscles.
And I'm serious, right? Because it goes back to you when you talk about energy and purpose and universe and there's just so much lining up with this that we're not talking about this today and creating awareness around this.
Awareness is step 1. Step 2 is calling your people like you mean it.
That's what I thought you said. I thought you said, I found a young cock yesterday.
John just tossed a grenade into the conversation and walked away smiling.
Where is this motherfucker going with this today? Oh my God.
So he goes and punctures his tires and he can't move. Like, that is freaking brilliant, Anderson. Like, honest to God, that's a brilliant.
Using your brain instead of your ego is a superpower now.
We've seen too many situations where the cop pulls the gun out and starts shooting. This guy's like, wait a minute, I can use my brain, my MacGyver brain, and just slash these tires and achieve the same result. That thing's massive.
What that is, that's basically just a fucking modern day windmill.
Yeah, but flying in the sky, right? So
totally. We know this, but a government contractor was making a fucking bank. Dude, that's like fucking war in a nutshell. We go to war and some fucking government contractor gets just crazy paid.
Misery is the product. Somebody always gets rich.
confession time from the Uncle Keith this morning. So Johnny, when I was growing ICUC, we may have gotten a few government contracts. I may have flown to Ottawa a few times to sit in the room across from the contract creator to create the contract based on what we were building so that we could win the contract. Job to remove all the barriers first so she can be successful. Think about that. It's just human nature. I make her look good, her boss looks good, then everybody else's boss looks good. So she's like, well, wait a minute, if you can do all this for me, why would I go look for others? I'm like, exactly. Bingo. I find it often in business, we forget as humans that somebody's job is to make somebody else look good.
Make your boss look like a genius, and you will never be unemployed.
You look good, and then that money's going to keep flowing to it. You think about the logics of humanity. That's it, right? If you make him look good nonstop, you'll work forever because he's like, well, fuck, man, John's taking care of me. I'm looking good because of it. My career is accelerating because of John. Why would I stop working with John?
And there's like $30,000 of scaffolding in the bid, and he goes, no, we'll handle that. He just took that out, but didn't change the fucking price.
That is not a bid. That is a magic trick with invoices.
So then you're saying to yourself, shit, you charge $70,000 for scaffolding.
That's what I said. I said, Terry, I don't know why you have that fucking alarm set for 7:30.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
All you fucking do is roll over and turn it off. It's the repeating the same process every day, thinking tomorrow will be different is what kills me.
Tomorrow is where discipline goes to die. Today is the only brutal truth.
Never sleep in a hotel. Never sleep in the same fucking bed.
You give an outlandish quote because if they take it, you're like, oh, okay, I guess we're gonna make some cake on this one.
Now, I won't even do that. Meaning that if I'm the one, if I don't want the fucking business, I won't even fucking put a retarded number up.
I'm not about censorship. I'm all about free speech and freedom of choice. This makes me nervous.
Big tech always starts as convenience, then turns into custody.
Just knowing what it's probably going to do to society. And so they've secured money transmitter licenses in over 40 US states. And Visa is going to do their peer-to-peer payments, roughly serving 700 million users. I'm going to say over the next, I will speculate by this time next year, we will be talking that this is actually happening out there where you and I can be trading money on X along the way.
These different cryptos have different ways of transferring money back and forth at very low cost.
Yes.
So then which one is he actually using? Because that, that set of tracks or that crypto should blow up.
This is just those real world reminders that big ideas, big ideas still have to come down to sustainable, systemic process, right?
So we're worried about fucking AI coming along.
Yes.
In actuality, we got to worry about some motherfucker bringing back a prehistoric fucking killer. It's going to start wiping. Next thing you know, we're going to have fucking footage of some big fucking creature moving down city streets, wiping out shit, just like the movies from King Kong and shit like this.
I don't think that's too unrealistic, but there are a lot of white collar jobs, Johnny, that are going to be gone in the next few years. And I'll just say this straight up fact to you. How do I know? Because I'm the guy creating the agents to replace them.
That is villain origin energy. He is building the storm, then warning you.
Once you see water coming out of fucking dam, you better start clearing out the fucking all the towns and cities that are downstream, because stopping that motherfucker is almost impossible. Screen time is going to be, we're going to have this, it's going to be viewed upon worse than fucking drugs at some point, because you're just one of those fucking humans that sits in front of a screen and doesn't live life in reality.
So Zuckerberg has been there all week to testifying, and I'm being serious. Like the infinite scroll, which was part of the apps you and I have been using for the last 20 years, like the idea of the infinite scroll being infinite, that is under attack, being portrayed the same way big tobacco was being portrayed 20 years ago. So here's the question he asked, because I think that probably the single biggest question in all of business right now is why don't more CEOs operate the way that he does?
Elon is like, I'm fucking throwing hatchets every day. Some are going to fucking work and some are not. And all they're doing is they're just avoiding decision making, because they know they make a decision that's fucking wrong, they're going to lose their fucking job. So they're not playing to win. They're basically playing defense, not offense.
Bullshit on why more CEOs aren't like Elon, and if too many of us are caught with that bullshit tax on just trying to pass bullshit around the office, and maybe everybody's success it's that feeling of fakeness, or it's like, well, that guy said it, maybe it's true, so we don't make decisions. Are there too many men, women, humans at work just eating each other's bullshit? Is it as simple as that, Petro, where we go into a board meeting, I feed you bullshit, you feed Anderson bullshit, and the next thing you know, decisions just aren't made, where it's just a big world of bullshit going everywhere?
I think there's a discomfort with the truth. There's discomfort with reality, and there's sort of a preference for just a happy, utopia within an organization. It was bullshit, right? But Mullally stood up and he said, you know what? This isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. It's impossible. We're on track to lose $17 billion.
And all of you guys are giving me green.
Yes.
But then is that finally somebody had enough courage to note that, hey, we've got a problem here. Somebody had enough interest in the truth.
I think about just corporate North America. Bullshit is aimed at impressing or persuading without real concern for whether it's true.
People at the top, they play this role and they confuse sort of the position with substance, right? With playing the role of leader as opposed to
being the leader. It's actually incredible to me, Anderson, how much money bullshit actually costs organizations. Just think about it for a second, Anderson. How many decisions aren't made because of bullshit? Or decisions are made because...
Going back to Elon, as he goes and makes massive decisions every week. See, he doesn't care if the decision fucking fails. He wants to answer. You know what I mean? I can't progress unless I figure out if this idea is going to work or not. So let's put it to work this week. Next week, I'll make a different decision.
Calling bullshit can be a real conversation killer. If they're not interested in truth, in reality, no.
Did you know that when a crow feels sick, it goes to an anthill? I know I saw the marketing stuff and all the communication. Oh, secondhand smoke's going to kill you, blah, 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 blah. But what you're saying is when you really dig into the truth, it's actually a bunch of bullshit. If I tell John's mom that secondhand smoke is going to kill you, that's how this bullshit's perpetuated nonstop, isn't it? And when death shares your age, I'm telling you, it stops being a headline and it turns into a receipt that you stare at for a while. Because until that moment, we all play this quiet little game of we act like time is optional. But death has been around me lately. Death doesn't negotiate. Death doesn't care at all, actually, about your calendar, your brand. Nobody is going to remember how busy you were. Nobody. Nobody's going to stand up at your funeral and say, wow, Billis was awesome, man. He got back to me super quick. Nope. They're going to remember how you feel. Those people are going to remember how you made them feel. They're going to remember if you were safe, if you were present, if you gave them your time with your presence, if you were honest. They're going to remember if you were kind to them. They're also going to remember if you were brave. Or if you were always on your way to being one of those things. The scoreboard, I've learned, is not the point. The point is, what did your building build in people? Again, how you make people feel. Are you living your life like it is infinite? Because it's not. Or are you ready to finally live like you're accountable to a clock? I'm going to continue building the kind of life that leaves the people around me, stronger than when I'm gone. And that, to me, is legacy. Not what I have achieved, not how much money is in my bank. No, because time does exist. And I am not going to waste a single day pretending that it doesn't.
All right, that is the thesis. Now the full show is about to start, and somebody is getting called out.
You know what most business plans really are? Organized optimism. They assume growth. They assume consistency. They assume cooperation. But hope doesn't scale. Systems do. And today, we're giving you one to thrive in the age of AI and unpredictability. Only on Mornings in the Lab.
and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Accountability partner here to help you start your day with real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation. We are live and we are an R-rated experience.
Prick, 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 prick. Look at that.
The interface is dying. Live beats perfect every time.
It gave me goose pimples to hear it.
Do not waste any single day. Yeah, you saw there on the back. He's not here today. Yeah, the last minute canceller, dude. You can't do that. Listen, I know stuff comes up, but unless mom's dying, dad's dying, child's dying, when you make a commitment, I think we can follow through on it, especially when you tell me it's a client commitment. I think it says more about our character when we cancel last second than by showing up. So just saying. Remember, I'm the person with the platform here. I'm the person behind the camera and the microphone. Regardless if there's nobody here, one person here, 2 people here, 10 people here. You make a commitment to me, I'm expecting you to honor that commitment. But hey, all that aside, good morning and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and live conversation. Help you win the day every day. Yeah, baby. Hey, this is an R-rated experience. And if you were around 45 minutes ago, you would have been hearing the R-bombs, F-bombs, G-bombs, all the X-bombs dropping when we got the note because, yeah, a client thing came up and I can't. No, listen here, dude, it's Monday. I know how you roll. I know how humans roll. It's Monday. It's like, nah, I don't think I'm going to go to that show that I said I was going to go be a part of. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, go back and record your podcast. Yeah, true story. Hey guys, you guys been to mitl.live lately? If you haven't, I'd invite you to do so. MorningsinTheLab.live, morningsinTheLab.live. Our poll's there, our question is there, and of course, our check-in is there. So if you haven't checked into the day, I'd invite you to do that. Dwayne Whitaker's jumping in at the bottom of the hour. I'm excited to have that conversation. Good morning, Sullivan. I saw you check in today. Hey, check out the poll. Yes, the poll today. When someone stresses you out, what's your default move? To talk it out? To push it down? Or to distract myself and avoid it? That's the daily poll today. The daily poll today is talk it out, push it down, distract myself and avoid it. What's something when something stresses you out? Or do you go have a drink? Or do you go and just masturbate? So I know some dudes just masturbate when they're all stressed out. Good morning, Spartacus. Yeah, true story. Yeah. What's up, Jimmy? No, listen, I'm not segueing because I'm talking masturbating because you're stressed out. We're talking to Jimmy. Guys, do not link the two. No, that's not what I'm suggesting at all. Good morning, Spartacus. What's going on, my brother? And hey, the daily question today is, or we're not even talking to Kai about this one either. So no, so just because we talk about it for stressed out, because that could be an option. Some dudes just need to, we have to have the release. What's going on, Howard? Hey, Spartacus checked in. Jimmy, we got to get an award, the Spartacus Award. I'm sorry, Spartacus, the old man award, learning how to figure it out. Yeah. True story. Hey guys, if you're snoozing, guess what? You are now almost 500 minutes behind. 486 minutes behind everybody else who hasn't. That is 8 hours, 6 minutes of your life gone by laying there divorced. Yes, I know, Jimmy. Jimmy, I know. Sometimes when I can't make a decision, I know whole right now. Just rub it. Just rub it right out, and then decisions just come. Decisions come naturally without that pent up stress just holding you back. Yeah, it's. I think it's a man thing. I know it's a man thing. Maybe we'll have to ask Brianna Bass, No Safe Words, coming up next week, whether that's actually a thing, whether we just need to get that release out of the day. Hey, so it's a snow day today on the show. Yeah, true story. We had no news. No news to talk about today. Because I don't want to spend much time talking about all the gang violence in Mexico. I don't want to spend much time talking about the armada building up outside of Iran. I don't want to spend much time talking about, I'm not too sure, actually. So, we found some things to put on the table today. Elephant trunk whiskers. Yeah, we're talking that one. We're also talking about, hey, we know why. Kai found the reason why everybody wants Greenland. Yeah, she did her work this weekend. Yeah, we now know why everybody wants to go run to Greenland. It's a true story. Yeah, 100%. And viral AI pin, maybe Apple is releasing a new product in a couple weeks. We are going to postulate, speculate, and have some fun with it coming up. I know, Spartacus, it's absolutely horrible what's going on over in Mexico. I'm just waiting for the U.S. military to go in there and just kill everybody. Come on. Listen, we're just having a morning cup of coffee and I'm just throwing some ideas out there. Guys, I know, I know, Spartacus. Okay, so we'll talk about that too. Yes, Team Canada lost yesterday to Team USA. But you know what? And I think Holbert would agree with me on this one, and I think you would too, Spartacus. It could have gone either way. It really could have gone either way. It wasn't bad that we lost. It actually, we could have just equally won. It was very much a Pepsi, Coke, 1-2 AB situation, right? It's almost like the silver medal was colored gold or the gold medal was covered silver. I don't know if I like the 3-on-3 overtime win. I wish I would have saw them just go 5-on-5 forever. I know it's the Olympics. I know I know Rufy agrees with me on that one because Rufy's a hockey purist, and I'm suspecting Spartacus is as well. But yeah, 3-on-3 was fun, but I would have loved to see the 5-on-5. I just the 5-on-5 forever, right? And here's the thing. To those of us in Winnipeg, hi, that's me. We're pretty happy that Hellebuck stood on his head. Let's face it, Hellebuck won the gold medal for the team yesterday. And I think if you asked him personally, privately, and extremely privately, he'd be like, I needed to fucking win that game for my team. Because as a local, he has not performed up to snuff when it comes down to being a Vezina winning goalie. So the fact that he was able to backstop his team to the win yesterday was pretty damn awesome. Yeah, pretty damn awesome. Hey guys, woo! How do you guys deal with anxiety? When you're anxious, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with it, Maddie? How do you deal with it, Spartacus? I've been anxious like a motherfucker the last couple of days. And I don't talk often about my anxiety. I'm aware of it. I deal with it, manage it, maybe smoke a joint out of it. All joking, not joking aside. Yeah, so it's time. Time makes me anxious. It's just going so fast. You know, I've been developing, I've been coding, developing, building, and sometimes things just can't go fast enough for me. And I'm like, oh my God, I just gotta go faster. I want it to go faster. And yes, kind of says, I like a ninja. Hellebuck's sick. Yeah. Dude, I'm hoping, we're all hoping here in Winnipeg, Hellebuck comes home and goes on a 20-game heater and rides Winnipeg into the playoffs. That would be quite nice, actually, if that happens. So we're going to talk. I got a little bit of anxiety rolling into the monologue today, bottom of the hour. So that will. Listen, Spartacus, I am more than positive, man. I'm probably one of the most positive humans you've ever met. I just find that when I look at the calendar, look at the clock, and I'm an ambitious young man. I'm an ambitious young man, Mr. Spartacus, and sometimes I just can't get the clock to slow down. And it's funny because I got my parents are still older, and they're like, yeah, I know how fast time goes, and it's just not slowing down. And when you do this 2-hour show every day, holy smokers. When you're planning Friday's show, that's like 10 hours away. It's like, wow. Spartacus knows something's on your mind. Might be some contractors. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, subconscious. No, the anxiety is this fear of not getting done what I want to get done. And don't mistake it for a passion or excitement. Because man, I'm excited. I'm committed, focused. Man, and here's the thing, which is perspective, and it's all perspective though. This is what's humorous. If anybody sees what I'm building, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back stuff here, but if anybody sees what I'm building, it'd be like, yes, Keith, but that would normally take us 2 to 3 years, and you're doing it in 3 minutes. So it's perspective. Right? I was working on something this weekend. I wanted it done by yesterday. So here's what I've learned. Spartacus, here's what I've learned. When you're like, hey, can I bake those 12-minute cookies in 3 minutes? And the oven's like, no. A 12-minute cookie takes 12 minutes. Yeah, but I just want it done in 3. No, we're not doing a microwave. And I think that's where I'm challenged right now some days, Spartacus, is that I want a 12-minute task done in 3 minutes, yet science and life and physics doesn't work that way. So is what it is. All right, listen, guys, guess what? I'm going to get on with the show. I'm going to get on with show. I'm going to get on with show right now with accent to bring us to next start. Because right now, the morning loop start right now.
Friday still has me thinking. John said we all love our own brand. I'm not against it, but I'm not clapping either.
Same. I'm not offended by my own fart, but I'm not romantic about it. It's a complicated relationship.
It's like confidence. You want it, but too much turns toxic fast. You go from funny to foul in second.
Before we do anything else, we need a gut check. Chief, how's the big dog today for real?
If he's stable, we move. If he's not, we keep him in prayer and keep the camera wide. Welcome to the Morning Loop. We're live, we're awake, and we're not pretending. Let's go, nation!
I want time to go fast right now, but I can't get time to go fast. No, I can't get time to go fast, I say. Oh, I'm not alluding to Miss Neiman do sizzle reel. No, I not talk sizzle reel right now. I don't ask question. I go to ask question later. She no question coming. But I'm not going to ask question of her because I want sizzle reel done. We got meeting tomorrow. Sizzle reel need to be done, I say. But I also know there comes a creative process to get sizzle reel done. So I get it, Melissa. I get it. I know you work hard on it. I know you work very hard in the corner in the cave making sizzle reel. Yes, I know Johnny's here too. I just thought I'd bring accent though because sometimes it's too boring to talk normal all the time. So you gotta bring out accent and just talk like ridiculous like this sometimes. So listen, let's see how the young man rides into studio today. Is he on Oscar? Is he on Elephant? What he on today, Jimmy? Let's bring him into lab.
I can't say that one is the top of my list, but it was creative.
That is awesome, dude.
You know what I liked about that? That's the old school, baby.
That's old school bumper car right there.
Yeah, that's it. You know, that's what's funny because I say to my clients, when I'm explaining to, especially like a business guy that travels a lot, that has a lot of flexibility. So look, I've given you this set of guidelines.
Yes.
You can smash into the other cars and the guardrails. Just don't jump over. You can get messy in here. It's like bumper cars.
Yes.
Now I got a visual.
Dude, I loved bumper cars when I was growing up, going to like the whatever
it just wouldn't go fast enough.
I was just gonna say. I know. You get
John,
it there. You're like
John. Fix your camera focus, dude. We can't see your pretty face.
My camera focus is perfect. My camera focus is good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good there. Yeah, so you're right though. It could never go fast enough. And then how about the bumper boats, Johnny? Remember the bumper boats? Did you get in those?
They weren't. I mean, I had done them, but they didn't. The impacts were never as hard.
No, never as hard. I know. So hey, how are you? I've been thinking about you all weekend. I sent you a magical text on Saturday, dude. How's your gut? How's your body? How's your health?
I'm good. Yeah, it was just needed to pass.
Yeah, yes, I know.
Kind of crazy, like when we were trading messages, just like 10 years ago, it just didn't quite. I kind of powered through that stuff. Now it's like it's weird to say I'm more fragile, but it's the truth.
No, don't say that, Jimmy. Do not cut that soundbite because Johnny's not fragile. No, you're not. No, you're not more fragile. No, you're just more aware, brother.
I think it's kind of when you're younger, you have a different warrior mask on.
Absolutely, yes.
Now it's like okay, I'm going to power through. Yeah, I still did what I needed to do. Wasn't like I just kind of peeled back a little bit and I just leaned on the people that handle my stuff. As so before, 10 years ago, I had a very small staff.
Yes. Yeah.
Staff team is a better word.
It's funny when you say do what you have to do. We had a guest on the show this morning who sent us a cancellation note like 47 minutes ago, and I'm like, dude, like, come on, man. Like that's and listen, and I don't care at the end of the day, but for me, it's a character thing because you
flip it around. He at least fucking sent an email.
Well, this is true. So, but here's the thing. I'm going to
It's
turn
the fucking guy that ghosts. But you're fucking stupid to follow directions that we don't want around here.
But guess what, brother? Dwayne Whitaker, Cheryl's husband's joining us today. He's going to hang out with us for half an hour. He's coming up at the bottom of the arch. I'm excited about that. So get this. So Dwayne is like a secret service, like an old school secret service guy. So he's like, yes. And I know I've talked with you before. And one of the big things for me is how do you protect somebody? And I know your answer, which is, well, you got a job to do. You do your job. But that's an interesting job because you're putting your life on the line.
Think about this. I love breaking things down into the simplest form. Like from like a philosophical standpoint, or just the base principles.
Yes.
The most fucking dangerous guy is the one who will trade his life for who he's trying to kill.
Whoa.
Because now, Cheryl's husband has got to deal with someone who doesn't care if he gets his life taken. He's got to compete with that.
So I guess what you're saying is that, and I've never thought about it the way you framed it. But what you're actually talking about is a martyr, somebody who's straps a bomb to their chest, because what you're saying is that I'm willing to kill myself for the greater good. That's a dangerous human being.
There's nothing more dangerous.
You're absolutely correct.
That kind of goes right. See, then you take a half a step back.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say half step back, maybe a lateral step. That's that same guy that he's not rational. That's the guy I'm afraid of.
Yes. Speaking of not rational, I didn't put this on the conversation desk. I just wanted to chew on it with you quickly. But I know you have a place in Mexico. I know it's far from all the violence, but craziness happening in Mexico right now, brother.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty fucking nuts.
Have you had friends from your neighborhood from down there? Okay, my assumption is it's not in your neighborhood down in the Baja.
No, there is some down here, but keep in mind, we're too little. This little town. I mean, I keep going back and forth. I can't fuck it, but it's less than 20,000 people, even with all the tourists that live here.
No shit, eh? Yeah,
everybody was here.
Yeah.
Because, like the Canadians, you guys, it's crazy, dude. You guys can only be gone for 6 months.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts. About 2 weeks before that deadline hits, these fuckers start getting out of here. They want plenty of time to get home because they're like, oh, if I'm a day late, there's no leeway.
Yeah.
But even because they come for their full 6 months usually.
Yes.
Even when everybody's here, I still don't think it's 20,000 people. So what are they going to do? They're going to come and start fires in some place that, blow shit up where they're trying to make an impact.
That's correct. Yeah. It's funny, John, because my mom is supposed to be going to Puerto Vallarta on Sunday, this coming up Sunday. And I listen, time travel. My monologue today is how fast time goes. In a week from now, we can imagine how fast things are going to move. But it sure is pretty freaky. It's kind of a freaky situation for sure.
Well, I mean, there's no question that it sucks that innocent people do get caught in this shit.
Yes.
But for the most part, I mean, I'll stick with this from, if you're fucking dumb enough to let trouble find you, you're going to get in trouble wherever you go.
Oh, I can't argue with you there. It goes back to the conversation we had before. I would rather have a gang living in my neighborhood than not, because my neighborhood's going to be safe. I believe that vehemently, because if there's a dude here who's like, I want to make sure my kids, even though I wear the black hat, I want to make sure my family is safe. He's going to make sure his neighborhood is safe.
Yeah. I had a buddy of mine when I bought this place. He's like, oh man, you're so screwed. You're going to get hijacked. You're going to get this. I got pulled over. The cops took all my cash. I said, Oscar, that shit happens to you in San Francisco. What do you want? Wherever you go, it happens. Why do you blame it on Mexico? You should be happy that you paid the cop off and you could get out of there versus went to jail like you normally do. You
hey, so I got to put this on the table just because I'm a fan of the sport. Johnny, I know you don't pay a lot of attention, but you may have paid attention to what happened yesterday. The good old United States of America beat Canada yesterday in hockey, and you guys won the gold medal yesterday. So it was actually, the game was on at 5:10 Pacific time because of what happened over there in Italy. But I was having my morning coffee at 7 o'clock on the couch yesterday morning.
What happened in Italy?
Because the Olympics were in Italy, right? So So just because the time change, I can guarantee you, all of Canada was up yesterday morning, and it was a great hockey game. And it was one of those games where either team could have won. It was very much a I can tell you, Canadians sure were disappointed, but it was like, we could have won too. It's one
Those
of
are
those
good games, dude.
100%. The great games. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. Listen, a couple things here. Hey, Kai found something. So, admittedly, slow news today, Johnny. So, we're going to kind of just keep it pretty light here today because the news today is this: snowstorms on the East Coast. The shit happening outside of Iran because America's going to go to war with Iran, and then what's happening in Mexico. There's three big things that I don't really have much, and I know you don't have much. Doesn't impact my day-to-day life, so we'll kind of tease on it. But there's one thing interesting, and we can have some fun with it. So there's been a lot of talk, it seems like, as of late, with Greenland. And producer Kai, found out why everybody's trying to go and get Greenland. Sterling Preston, what's the scoop?
Greenland isn't just melting, it's moving inside. That's the part nobody pictured.
Deep ice might be churning like slow soup. Then the top melts harder since 1990. That combo is nasty.
If the inside is softer, the math changes. And if the surface is spiking, the timeline changes. Let's talk.
Good morning, Cher Bear. You're joining Keith and John this morning. Hope you're having an amazing day as well. Thanks for hanging out with myself and John Anderson. Good morning, General Radan. FR, yes, and the skull there, yeah. Johnny, so Greenland's melting, and you know it's funny because you made a comment a long time ago, which is, could you imagine all the money like these government researchers have, and like the money the government has? So they have knowledge. There's knowledge they have that they're not sharing with the world. So perhaps they know a bunch about Greenland that they're not sharing with everybody, but it's melting fast. Bottom line is this: simplifying. It's melting faster than anybody thought it was melting. And what that does is it opens up economic routes up north there, trade routes, Northwest Passage. So Greenland is actually melting quicker than the world thinks. And I think that's probably what's driving a lot of interest in Greenland.
You know why they named it Greenland?
I don't.
Kind of interesting. So it's like these early discoverers.
Yeah.
They would find this really cool shit.
Yes.
They're like, fuck, I don't want anybody to come here. So basically they found Greenland, Iceland, because they're close.
Yes.
And so Iceland is fucking beautiful.
Yes.
Greenland is a goddamn ice cube.
Yes.
So they switched the name so people would go to Greenland. Shit. Yeah. That's what I learned in school anyway.
Did not know that. I've been to Iceland.
Keep in mind, I have no idea how credible that is. That came out of like a 7th grade history book.
And here's what's funny too, man, is that President Trump is sending I don't know if you know this, but they're sending a hospital trip to Greenland. And I know your answer is going to be for what? Nobody knows, including the residents of Greenland or the government of Greenland. They're not sure why the U.S., your government, is sending a hospital ship to Greenland. Just interesting.
So this is none of those things where your country is doing this. Nobody knows why, but it's your country.
Yes. Well, so in my country, sitting here doing this, what's going on over there?
I think your country has a fucking hospital boat to send over there.
No, we don't have a boat, Johnny. We don't even have.
But you're the smart ones,
dude. We get Johnny. I told you before. We have one road to the north, and it goes through Manitoba. That's it. One road and one railway to the north, and it goes through Manitoba.
I think a country
that
doesn't fucking just invest so much money in all these fucking weapons and never get used. I think that's a fucking smart move. Granted, there's 1,000 arguments. People call me stupid, but it's like, it just, what I saw something, I have no idea how credible this is either. If they took the budget for the U.S. defense budget and split it up among the people, it was an astounding amount of money. I don't remember the number, but it was way bigger than you would have thought. Let's ask Rock what that is.
All right, digging into this. Greenland, hospital ships, and what your tax dollars really buy.
No, Grok, that's not what we're talking about, Grok. We wanted to know. Grok, we wanted to know, with all the money the U.S. spends on defense, how much money could they distribute it to American citizens if they didn't spend that money on defense?
How much would each American get yearly?
Quick math. Let's see what that defense cash would mean per person. Yeah, let's run the numbers real quick. For FY 2025, the DoD budget hovered around $850 billion to $900 billion. Call it 892 billion as a solid midpoint. US population right now, roughly 348 million. Divide that, you get about $2,563 per person. Like, if they scrap the whole thing tomorrow, no tanks, no jets, no bases, just handed it out, every American gets $2,000 and change.
$2,000, Johnny. That's it.
My memory must be skewed because I remember it being much greater than that.
So did you say though that you agree with a country having a bunch of weapons and never using them?
No, I think Canada's smart, not fucking investing all this. Dude, have you seen some of these military bases we have around here? It's fucking filled with equipment with flat tires.
So this is a good conversation because this is actually a fascinating conversation because I live in the country that doesn't have a military, and you, my brother, have one. I wish I had one. Like and listen, I'm a man of peace. I'm a man of peace before war. I love peace. I'm about love and I'm about brotherly love. But I don't have a military, Johnny. So it scares me out. It scares me one day all of a sudden a phone call and saying, okay, well, China or Russia or somebody's taking over the north and there's nobody there to protect it. Like it's kind of a weird feeling as a Canadian. Like we actually don't have a military. So I hear your point, which is okay. We spend a bunch of money on stuff that we don't use. I'd rather have that protection instead of not, though.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe I'm just maybe I'm just one of these guys that looks at when you look at defense and weapons and military, it just fucking clutters the goddamn place up. You know.
And I don't disagree with you there, but we also know
like the biggest bully stood down. You maybe we would start a trend here.
Well, so this is fascinating because I haven't seen this side of you before. I don't disagree with that either. I don't disagree with that.
I can argue both sides of the fence with you, brother.
Well, sure. I know, but I think what we both agree on though is that as long as, again, let's go back to the black hats and white hats of the world, like the Cowboys and Indians, right, and just the bad guys. As long as there's a bad guy in the neighborhood, you're probably going to need another bad guy to take care of the bad guy. Like, because we're both not naive enough to know that the world is never just going to have white hats. I know we'd love to. Like, yeah, this is all have kumbaya and have love. Work that way. So I guess knowing there's a thug over there, I would rather have a thug next to me than having somebody who's not having a thug.
Well, then maybe my thought needs to be refined into having some sort of a honest way of distributing the military funds, so that because when they decide to make weapons, there's a company that just goes fucking berserk with profits.
Well, so now you're opening another can of worms. Yes. So we are living in a big era right now of all the defense companies in the world right now are making a shitload of money because there's war everywhere right now, right? So everybody is like, oh, hey, I need to go make missiles. I need to go make this. So you are correct. So back to the following the money line of questioning, there's so much money right now going into defense industry. And you're right, John, there's a lot of individual guys making money because of exactly what you just said.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, I guess it's just like everybody just fucking settle down.
Yeah, well, yeah. And Rufy says we pay for freedom. It's the military industrial complex. And I will say this. I do not disagree, for the record. I do not disagree with some of the American politics, including your leader, who says that Canada has been getting a free ride on a lot of stuff. I'm a Canadian. I do think that we have been getting a free ride from you guys in many things, incorrectly. I do think that we have been getting a lot of free stuff from America that needs to be corrected. So I'm of the opinion that there needs to be some balance happening here. No question. It's like, so why? So
can you imagine how your economy is struggling right now up there? Can you imagine if they start taking on big defense budget? What would happen? Oh my God.
Well, dude, but you're nailing it right there. That's what's killing our country, which is because there's been no money put into defense, and now it's like, well, you guys got to spend on defense. Well, we don't have any money to spend on defense. So what's happening is our economy is flat. It's even, some can suggest that, the pressure that America is putting on Canada is perhaps forcing Canada to capitulate to some of America's whims. And again, I'm a proud Canadian, but again, Johnny, I can't disagree with some of the things that America's doing, because if I was an American, I'd be saying, well, fuck, you guys got to pay up. Like, you need to pay up.
Well, as you can tell, my positions are not terribly well thought out. It's just kind of like Jesus Christ. Everybody fucking take a goddamn chill pill, sit down and fucking relax.
But Anderson, but you're not being unreasonable. Like your position is what, I think, I'd like to correct you. I think they're more well thought out than you consider. Your position is very, I would say is very common to a lot of people. And that's why I joke, like up here in Canada, there's actually one road and one railway to the ocean, and it's through Manitoba. It doesn't even work. So if we don't even have a military to protect us. I got one road and one railway that goes to Hudson's Bay, which is what opens up to the Northwest Passage. And it's just
it's so fucking cold up there. Nobody wants your shit.
No, but you are absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
What kind of defense does Antarctica have?
Nothing at the moment. Keith and John this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith and John, having some fun conversation, having some light political talk, actually, which is what I'm really enjoying here this morning, which is really cool. We got Dwayne Whitaker joining us in a couple of minutes. I'm looking forward to that conversation. And you know what we'll do with Dwayne, actually, is Kai, we're going to, when Dwayne gets in here, I want to do this perspective, the spy trick conversation. It's actually not a spy trick conversation. It's actually about perspective and perception. And it's a great chat with Lex Fridman and a former agent that I think Dwayne's going to be able to lean in as well. So guys, let's do it. Let's reset the hour here. Jimmy, Kai, Johnny, Melissa, let's do it. Dwayne Whitaker this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
We're about to welcome someone special to the lab, a man who spent a lifetime making other people feel safe. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, service wasn't a phase for him. It was a standard. CID special agent work across New Jersey, Germany, South Korea, and beyond. He's handled pressure most people only watch in movies. Over 10 years in the U.S. Army, including military police at West Point. That kind of discipline doesn't talk loud. It shows up on time. And yes, he's Cheryl Whitaker's husband. Dwayne, welcome to Mornings in the Lab. We're honored you're here.
Dwayne!
Oh, yo, what's up, guys? Good morning, good morning.
How are you?
Yes, we made it. You made it in with us, my friend. How are you, pal?
Oh, man, happy to be here and meet you guys. And pleasure to meet you, John. Excited to hang out with you guys, man. Men.
I gotta say, brother, now that I didn't know what you did until today, right? And so Cher was telling a story about you guys, and it was somewhere early on in when you'd met, and somehow there was a little bit of a conflict, let's call it. And you said to her something to the effect of, I want peace. And now, with knowing what you do or what you did, makes perfect fucking sense.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro. I feel that. I feel you, man.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I mean, that's great. Because I always say I'm the seeker of clarity, but if you think about it, clarity is just another way to find your own peace,
Absolutely. It's we take different routes until we get to that destination, and we adjust and adapt and keep it moving. But to your point, that was I didn't realize how profound that statement was, but I said, let me keep it simple, as we used to say in the military. Kiss it, keep it simple, stupid. So
yeah,
I just said in the midst of our excitement and emotion, I just said I want peace, and that just deaded the whole everything, and it was just like a calm and storm just disappeared. It was so funny. I'm glad you brought that up. That was funny.
Brother, I'm telling you, because this is my language, man. It's the simpler the communication is, the more powerful it is. And to me, it means so much more.
Yeah. So Dwayne, first of all, I just want to acknowledge this. Thanks for pulling up on the on deck circle this morning. I know that you and I were chatting offside, because I've been wanting to have you on here for a long time, since I heard a little bit about you and since I saw your clip with Cheryl, and as we've been getting to know your lovely wife, it's like, holy smokes, who's the other half? So thanks for jumping in last minute with us. I'm super excited to chat with you here today on a number of things. And I guess where I want to start, Anderson, is let's start with peace, because I don't know if you heard, Whitaker, as you were coming in, we were talking about kind of the world these days and how it's weird. It's just a weird world, and we're all the same demo. So you have the hawks and you have the doves. Dwayne, you get the hawks and the doves.
Right.
Yet we have such a hard time arriving at peace.
Yeah.
Dwayne, from your perspective, Why is that? I know it's such a cliche question, but your perspective, you've worked Secret Service, you've been in the military, you love peace, you stand on peace, but why is it so hard for a dove and a hawk to arrive at the middle?
Well, there's a number of ways you can look at it. It's all about perspective, Keith. A hawk, when you look at the dove and the hawk, the dove is just all about peace. And then the hawk, I would assume, is about being a predator of the skies and being in control. So if you look at it from that perspective, you got, when you apply it to people, some people want to be in charge, some people want to have dominion over others, and some people want their own happiness to themselves, to make themselves feel better. People do a lot of different things, and I think that's the way of life, and it's like the lion and the lamb, the dove and the hawk. The lamb chooses to be peaceful, but that same lamb can turn into the lion, and bring the drama if they need to. So when we look at the word being meek, I used to think growing up being meek was like being punk, being a pussy, excuse the expression.
No. I was just going to say, I was going to use that word. That's exactly what I was thinking. Which is, we commonly, you're just a pussy if you're being meek. You're being all. Yeah.
But then as we get a little older and a little wiser, you realize meekness is just power under control.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So,
that hawk should be able to go have that hawk should also have the dove in him.
Right. Absolutely, Jordan.
He can whip that, he can tear that dove apart, but he chooses to sit next to him.
Right.
That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate. So this is great because Dwayne, you dropped the word that and you led right into this clip. You dropped the word perspective. Well, I have a clip of an interview with Lex Friedman, and I think this is a former Secret Service or FBI agent, and he's talking about, I think you're going to enjoy this, Dwayne, and Johnny, you're going to like this too. He talks about the difference between perspective, Dwayne, and perception. It's fascinating. Kai, let's run this clip.
You would teach everyone that they can use to improve their life instantly.
The most important spy trick to change everything immediately is something called perception versus perspective. We all look at the world through our own perception, but perception is your interpretation of the world around you, but it's unique only to you. There's no advantage in your perception. That's why so many people find themselves arguing all the time, trying to convince other people of their own perception. The way that you win any argument, the way that you get ahead in your career, the way that you outsell or outrace anybody is when you move off of perception and move into perspective. When you shift places and get out of your own perception and into someone else's perspective, now you're thinking like them, which is giving you an informational advantage. But you know what they're all doing? Everyone else out there is trapped in their own perception, not thinking about a different perspective. So immediately you have superior information, superior positioning, you have an advantage that they don't have. And if you do that to your boss, it's going to change your career. If you do that to your spouse, it's going to change your marriage. If you do that to your kids, it's going to change your family legacy because nobody else out there is doing it.
Johnny, you start. What'd you take from that, brother?
First thing is that how he started off by saying, you're basically trying, I can't remember how he phrased it, but you're basically trying to convince somebody of something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That was that was me. I was so bad at that. It was like, I was like looking back at myself. I'm like, dude, you were just like the U.S. government. You could fuck up on losing $1. You spend fucking 10 to prove you didn't lose the $1. And the government does the same shit.
Yes. What did you take from that? I saw you nodding there and grinning as it was going through. What did you take from that, man?
That was a powerful mic drop jewel, man. That was a jewel.
He fucking gets it, man.
In my career, my professional career as a CID special agent, one of my tasks was I was a primary hostage negotiator for New York and New Jersey for like 2.5 years. So I was baptized by fire early, and what helps me build, I'm about building bridges to get across to people. So when I'm trying to get across to you, you got your situation, whether it's hostile or not. I got to get out of my perception.
Yes.
And get into your perspective.
Yeah.
And Cheryl laughs at me a lot. I'm always on the jokey side, but I like illustrations with like Bugs Bunny. I don't know if you
yeah, for sure.
I'm a 5-year-old and I own it. I claim it. I'm a fucking 5-year-old. Like it or not, that's me.
Why should you be different than us two?
You don't have to practice being yourself. You don't have to practice being you.
Yes.
This is it. This is all you get. And when I realize when you accept that, and getting out of that people pleasing mode, like I was dealing with Cheryl, talking about with Cheryl, you feel a lot better, and you can relate better to people.
Yes.
But I get to your point, not to derail, because I'm notorious for just fucking running off the rails. Just bring me back when I do. I love people you love talking to, you just go.
Yes.
But in that cartoon, Elmer Fudd was trying to chase Bugs Bunny. So Bugs Bunny's down in a hole, and he takes the gun and put it down in the hole to try to shoot him. And then Bugs Bunny pulls it down in the hole, he pull it up. And eventually Bugs Bunny's standing next to Elmer Fudd, like, oh shit, what are you doing standing next to me? If you take that illustration and look at people and try to just get on their side, and whether you agree or disagree, you see where they're coming from, which is their perception. You put it in perspective. That glass clip was a mic drop. I mean, that was golden. So for me, it's although I agree or disagree with you, I want to let you see that I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And once people understand, once people know that you understand them, then they'll feel more understood. And then you could just, everything is dead.
But that's uncomfortable for a lot of people, because now you're employing something that perhaps what some would call like tactical empathy. Because now what you're saying is that, okay, so I'm going to learn how to understand John. John's a serial killer. He's doing a bunch of bad stuff. And somebody's saying, well, how can Dwayne be reasoning with this guy? No, Dwayne's not reasoning with him. He's just putting himself into his perspective. Right, Dwayne?
Absolutely. And I'm still going to take you down in my capacity of what I'm supposed to do. I'm still going to let you know that you broke the law. You're going to have to pay for it. But yes, I understand what you did, as fucking psychotic as it may have been. I understand you. And that's what we all want. We want some type of, that's one of our 6 basic needs in life. We want to be understood. We want to be accepted. We want to be loved. We want all of these 6 basic needs. And when someone, and you're not bullshitting them. I've been shocked a number of times. People walked up to me and basically went to shake my hand. I had this kid walk up and shake my hand, total stranger. So I'm watching him, and he's like, I want to thank you. He shook my hand. He said, you arrested me for, I think it was several $1,000s of drugs or whatever the case was, a couple years prior. Right? He walked up to me and thanked me because I treated him like a human being.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he was wrong, he said, and as a result of that, he learned the lesson, changed his life, finished school, started his own business. And I'm ready. I'm sizing him up. I'm ready. I'm thinking he's ready to do. I'm ready to take him out.
Yeah.
Because he walked up on me. But you got to protect your space. So too often we forget that people don't care what we know. They just remember how you made them feel.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's a jewel that I always took with me. So that clip was a mic drop, man.
Yeah.
That
John.
was a bomb.
No, it's so true. I mean, when we're struggling with something, and someone can somehow let you understand that they can see a bit of what you see, it totally fucking relaxes you a little bit.
Absolutely,
you
John.
know, that's what you say. It was one of the what did you say? It was like one of the 6, whatever that was. What say that again? Needs
that we have. We all got the same.
Yeah.
I learned that from I don't know if it's Tony Robbins.
It's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We as humans have a certain set of needs, right? Yeah. Love,
security, respect, acceptance. You know, it's 6 basic ones that we all have, but we just have them. Like John says, there's a hierarchy of all of us putting them in on a piece of paper. They're all number one to us, but it can't be number one. So mine might be wealth, yours might be health, his might be security. You know, so if you put them down, so those are drivers in our persona and our personality.
Well, then, Dwayne, when you're negotiating, let's keep John as the role play. When you're negotiating with John as a hostage negotiator, you're talking with him to learn the button that's going to move him like a human, isn't it? Like, because as I'm hearing you speak, I think what I'm hearing you say is that you're trying to find the trigger for John to recognize you've connected as a human now, where John now knows that you have his best interest as a human in mind, which is where he still knows that he's done wrong because he's kidnapped Keith right now because he hasn't gotten any food for the village. But but John has Keith kidnapped, but this Dwayne guy has made him feel like he knows he's wrong, but that he's a human, and that you guys can now relate. Am I correct with this? So that now I'm identifying that you're now seeing my perspective.
Correct.
Am I correct?
Mike, you spot on, Keith. That was, I mean, that's as Cheryl would say, true story. It's I just want to recognize you. I'm going to take you out.
Yes.
You don't hurt a couple people. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of how do we want to get you out of this situation?
Yes. Like, John, you're wrong. John, what you're doing is wrong, but I understand you as a human. Like, what got you here? And John might say, well, I was a fat son of a bitch growing up. And you might say, well, hey, I was a fat son of a bitch growing up, which now creates that connection, right? That's kind of what's happening here?
Absolutely. And you're not bullshitting the person. You're not lying to the person. And you stand true to your word.
Yes.
It's just you're keeping the reality there. And as I said earlier, you're kissing it, keeping it fucking simple. Keep it sweet and simple. And you're bringing the reality to them. And it's like, okay, I'm here. I had one situation. The guy told me to come into the house with him. He got weapons and shit all around, got people all hostage. He said, come on in here. I felt that I could have, but that's the last thing that you're supposed to do is trade yourself. I don't know what he's going to do. The fuck am I stupid? You know, I'm not going to do this. And he asked me, you know, the guy asked me one time, yo, are you carrying a gun? I said, of course I'm carrying a gun. Why wouldn't I be carrying a gun? So I got him to promise me that he wasn't going to shoot out the door to hurt me. And as a result, after about 5 hours, everybody came out.
Really?
Now he became worried about getting killed coming out. So I got him out and said, look, you do what I say I do, you'll get out of this alive. And that was it. That happened.
Good morning, Mel's. Like I see there in the comments, you're hanging out with Keith and John and our guest Dwayne Whitaker this morning. We're talking some cool shit here. So Dwayne, in that moment, you got him trusting you. So he's like, okay, I'm going to come out now. Don't shoot me. Is that basically what it is?
Right. Exactly. Because it's the reality. You're keeping it true.
Yes.
There's people outside that's going to kill your ass because you already hurt people.
Yes.
You got people inside because the reason that you're there because you're pissed off at the world or whatever it was that triggered you off. And I'm there thrown in the middle of this shit to try to make everybody get out safe and happy.
Yeah, we're on the same team, brother. We both want to keep you alive.
I want to keep you alive, you know. So there's people over there that want to take you out. So I want to help you not get taken the fuck out. You gotta promise me not.
It's the good cop, bad cop, isn't it? It's just it's a good cop, bad cop. I love it.
Yeah, it's like, but you're being real and you're doing what you say you're going to do, and he doesn't feel tricked. And that's what made me carry that through life. When I had a kid walk up to me and told me, I did wrong, but I want to thank you for treating me like a human being.
I love it. Okay, well, let's continue.
I got a question, brother.
Yeah,
I got a question. So there's no question the public, myself, I'm going to include myself in here, the Secret Service, ears go up because we know there's a lot of, just with the word Secret Service, we know there's a lot of, secret shit. You guys tactics and tools and shit. So here'd be the question for the audience, and even for myself, I'm kind of dying to know too. I'm sure Keith would be interested. Hollywood makes all these flicks about different shit like this. What would be the movie that you would say that best represents? Yeah. So we would have an idea because we might pick a movie. You're like, oh Jesus, it's not even close. So if you had to pick a single movie that represents the Secret Service the best in general, what would you say it would be?
Good question.
Okay, good question, John. But first, let me make some clarification.
Yeah,
I was not with the Secret Service. A lot of people get that confused when you're talking about protection and stuff. I was never with. I augmented the Secret Service. I was with the Army CID, Criminal Investigation Division, which is like the Army FBI.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood that too.
So
Okay.
think about, one of my friends told me, he said, "Oh, you know what you were? You were like Jack Reacher." Jack Reacher.
Oh, okay.
Right. He was a former Army Criminal Investigation CID special agent. Right. So we did protection. We had Pentagon VIPs and all that shit. So a lot of people construe that with Secret Service. So it's Department of Defense's own, say, FBI Secret Service division.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called
So,
CID, Army Criminal
I'll come at the question again because you described what you do.
Yeah.
And like the first movie that comes to my mind, which I know can't be a good representation of this, is Die Hard.
No, that's not it.
You know what I mean? You got the fucking guy on the phone. He's talking to this guy's. You know, it's that whole thing. Which movie would you say represents what you did the best?
So for all that I did, which entail working drugs, crimes against people, hostage negotiation, anti-terrorism, protection, two presidents, Colin Powell, Dick Cheney. We augmented the special Secret Service when they had bigger details in there. I had personal protections with them. But if I had to pick a movie that I had to do forensic autopsy, take crime scenes, dealing with deaths, all that shit. So if I had to sum up a movie or two that summed up what I did for over 30 years, I would say it would be Criminal Minds. You ever see Criminal Minds?
Oh yeah. Mandy Patinkin in the gang. Yeah,
who was in that one?
Tracking people down. That's not a movie. It's a show.
Yeah, Mandy Patinkin, Johnny was the actor in that one. The big actor, Mandy Patinkin, was in that one. Yeah.
So they get into, or either what's that? SIU.
CSI.
Similar to with a little CSI, because it gets into all elements of crimes, and then you and summing it up like my boy said, Jack Reacher. So you're chasing people, you're tracking people down, you're solving crimes, you're doing autopsies, taking crime scene photography. I have friends, the people that I work with, that one case, a girl that I knew was strangled, who was worked the finance, and then 2 days later, she's on a slab, and I got to take fingerprints off of her neck where the person strangled her. We tracked the person down in North Carolina.
What?
It's crazy shit. Yeah, I mean.
So how's this for motherfuckers like me who haven't watched a TV show series since the Cosby Show? What's a movie?
Y'all so fucking real. I love it. I always tell the story about you. Y'all real as they come, man. I love it.
I swear to God, the Cosby Show might have been the last one that I was like, okay, I gotta.
I like the Cosby Show too. So if you said, what would I recommend you look at to get a idea? I would say look at a combination of, if it was a movie, I'd say look at
give me one movie, because I want to watch a movie. I'll sit there and watch a movie, but I'm not going to watch a fucking 12-part series.
We're going to do Jack Reacher, Johnny. We're going to do Jack Reacher. Yeah, I would say
Jack Reacher, or I would say well, that gets into too much forensic. You remember that fucking movie? It was an old movie, Seven Deadly Sins with Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Brad Pitt.
Like that, and Brad Pitt was in it. Like that, where you tracking people down. But everything I did wasn't always finding a serial killer all the time.
I get it.
Sometimes I was dressed down, and I was dressed like this, and I'm buying a kilo of drugs from somebody. You know what I'm saying? So so it was so diverse. And it's just started at an early age, at like 20 fucking years old. So
Dwayne. So let's go here then, Dwayne. So Johnny, there's a current event happening in Tucson right now. So I'm suspecting that maybe even that current event happening in Tucson with the Guthrie case might be something that would come across your plate, right? Like maybe, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, several times. Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. I'm looking at that, and I'm watching them. To some parts. It's so easy, us as human beings. Everybody got
to be a quarterback.
Everybody got a Monday morning quarterback. Everybody got their own opinion. I even watch it when we watch a game show or Wheel of Fortune. Somebody says some dumbass fucking question like, "How the fuck is a lemon supposed to look like an orange?" Because you're not thinking, because you're not under the spotlight.
Yeah.
When you're under the spotlight and there's a level of anxiety, we can't think square. But you're us sitting in the back, you say, "Oh, hello, stupid." It was just, you got a brain for it, because that's how the mind and the body works. So everybody, and I'll say that to your point, Keith. Everyone can sit back and be a Monday morning quarterback. I was sharing something with about opinions, not to get off of the topic, but I was sharing it with Cheryl, and I had a marketing network marketing business I was with some years ago, and I heard someone say, "Be careful when you take someone's advice." He said, "You want to take the advice of people that's in a place in life that you want to be."
John talks about all the time.
And if you're not in a place of life that I want to be, why the fuck would I want to take?
Yeah, why are you listening to that person?
You could give me broke advice.
Yeah, I mean, I always make the extreme example. If we're in some city and there's not a fucking hotel room available and we're forced to sleep under a bridge, I'm gonna go get a bum's advice on where's a good overpass to sleep.
Keith and John and Dwayne Whitaker. I'm like, hey, Johnny, you notice at the moment the moment that John that Whitaker wanted to use, he was kind of dancing around and saying, "Yeah, I don't know if I should be you could be you want to be a pussy." The moment that we dropped that word, Johnny, it's like he went calm. He's just dropping F-bombs left and right, and he's all good to go now. So it was we gave you.
Check this out, man. This is crazy. This is like. So sometimes you meet people.
Yes.
And you have you kind of understand why they were brought together.
Yes.
And I got to tell you, brother, you and your lady, your fucking smiles brought you together.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
No.
I mean, if I didn't know any different, if you didn't know who you were, Cher, I was like, this is her fucking brother. You guys have the same energy. It's the smile, that fucking bam, that big old fucking smile. That genuine smile, that smile that makes you want to smile.
Well, you meet people.
It's a smile reciprocity, right? Reciprocity. Psychological reciprocity.
And Anderson, when you meet somebody, you meet couples, they look like they just fit together, like they just belong together, like a puzzle. You look at these two characters; they actually belong together. Like Dwayne and Cheryl belong together.
They didn't have to speak a fucking word; just a big smile. Game over.
Yes.
Oh man, thank you so much. Hey, she's my rock. People call us brothers and sisters, and literally, her energy is like that's my anchor, man. It's like, I mean, with her, there's no negotiation. If something ain't right, I'm coming. I'm like that lamb until you fuck with something wrong. Because remember, I got Brooklyn in me, Bed-Stuy. It will come out. And I'll fly your fucking head if I have to.
I love it. Hey, so I know we got you here on a last minute. Do you have any obligations right now? Or can you keep hanging out with Keith and John for a little bit?
I'm obligated to do what my heart so desire, and I love hanging out with y'all, man.
All right, okay. I'm going to put so before we get to a lifestyle tip and reset hour 2 and keep the show going here, I got another perception situation to show you, and I think this is fascinating because I love how good plans come together, and today it all came together. So I'm suspecting. So watch this. So don't rob a store with a U.S. Marine standing in line. So Dwayne, imagine standing in line. And a guy comes in to rob the store, and look at the guy. He caught him. Like, look at this. The guy standing there. You talk about perceptive and perspective and perception. Like, Dwayne, what's your first as a former as a police agent? What do you see when you see that? Is that courage? Is that ridiculous, or would you have done the same thing? Seriously,
I'm gonna keep it real with you. If anyone tell you that you're not afraid or fear doesn't step in for your safety, there's something mentally wrong with you. Every situation I've been in or around, the fucking pucker factor is up to here. But I heard John said on a few episodes back, we start doing things on muscle memory from training and conditioning. That walk in, and then the other side of me is that I don't like to see nobody taken advantage of. So when I see that, you don't have time to say, do I be the hero? Do this? I'm looking at danger. And if you have to be smart when you're doing stuff like this, because he was in arm's distance. So his training was able to just take him right out. But if it's a distance, you can't. There's a lot of dead heroes too.
And I have to imagine that Marine had some training, realized this dumb motherfucker walked in with an armed reach and had his weapon not pointed in my face. I'm going to just take this real quick. It was
no. At that point, right there, see that he acted right there. You walk in, he'd have been going night, call the police. And when he wakes up, take the weapon and take him away. Cause you're thinking about your safety. And unfortunately, in the world that we live in, people do not value life the way we did when we grew up. And not everyone is like that. But the problem is people don't have a neon sign on their head saying, I'm stable, I'm unstable, I'm fucking crazy. You don't know. So he did. That was courageous what he did. It was smart, and he was on point with it. And, if you're close enough, you're going to go night. You got to go to
sleep. It was literally, like you said, it was an arm's reach.
Yeah, right there.
He didn't move his feet.
John, I love your observations, man. John, I love your observations, brother. I really do, because I like how you listen and watch, because you're so committed to it. We created that segment called Committed. And I like, John, how you called that out, right? Because you watched and we walked in where he was pointing.
He was pointing his arm. Yeah. The arm, okay, I'm going to be fine here.
You can see that. If you
and
see
the next thing I'm thinking about is there an old lady behind the counter that I need to defend?
Right. And you see, at one point, the gun was pointed at the Marine. For a second, it scanned right by him. So, I mean, and she could have, the person holding the gun is probably scared and nervous too.
Yeah. They didn't want to point that gun at the guy.
And it only takes a certain pounds of pressure to pull the trigger. So at one point, that weapon is pointed at the Marine as she walked by. Like you said, there's somebody behind that counter behind the Marine to the left of our screen, so, and then when he moved on it, he just disabled it. Can everybody do that? Could it have gone to the far right? Could that person had some training and got away from it, and then next popped the Marine? That could have happened, but nonetheless, that was courageous, and he's looking at protecting life.
Another good example of perspective and perception, though, right? Like, seriously, like, what another great example of that coming to life, like in real time?
Yeah.
Because there's two situations going on there. There's somebody's perspective, there's the Marine's perspective and perception what's happening. Then you have the robber going to harm somebody. And then all of a sudden, the Marine just kicks into natural training.
Well, and forgive me, you tell me if I'm wrong here, brother, because this is your world. The guy holding that gun didn't want to use it. He wasn't swinging that. I mean, if he was like a guy that he'd have fucking pointed that right in the guy's face, told him to get down, told him to get out of the way. He's just walking in there like this. Fucking Marine was like, this guy's a fucking idiot.
You're spot on, John. You are spot on. First of all, he came in, like they say, criminals are stupid. They're dumb. They do dumb shit. And that guy, I'm sorry, I'll tell it like it is. My daddy always said, if you ain't gonna tell the truth, don't say shit at all.
Yeah.
But that guy came in, that person that came in there, they untrained, they scared. All they want is, their perception is they want money, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And if you came in there and knew what you was doing, you would have stabilized everybody when you walked in the door. I got the person as like a hostage. I got the person, the Marine. I would have dropped the Marine right there and went from there. But when you turn around and expose yourself, because you got unfocused on what they was doing, and then, we do dumb things. But you were spot on, John. You were spot on.
And in the way that those small stores run now, I mean, they have things where the till gets up to be a few $100. They roll it up and put it in the safe. What was the guy going to get? $100? Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
yeah. But now let's look at another perception. That $100 to you and me is not worth it. But that person is zoned out on dust or meth or whatever. That $50 is like $1 million to him, because that's going to get my next hit to take me back to La La Land.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a gold mine.
Yeah,
$50.
That $100 is getting him back to his version of peace.
Yeah, that's worth gold to them. You and I be like, yo, you gonna risk hurting somebody or hurt yourself for $50? Here, take the $50. Go ahead, go on your way. That's our perception. But the perspective is, and that's perfectly what we was talking about earlier. I understand you want this $50, and it means the world to you. Again, his value was that $50. Our value was staying healthy and keeping somebody alive.
Yeah.
So his number one was getting high. Ours was staying safe. So back to those 6 basic needs. If we put them on a list, 1 through 6, Everybody in the world, just like a fingerprint, we all got our own fingerprint. They're going to all line up differently, but
The
they're
chain
all
breaker.
the same.
The
Yes,
chain
sir.
breaker, Dwayne Whitaker, myself, John Anderson this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Kai, Jimmy, I saw that little banner up there. I saw your little hint. We're gonna do a lifestyle tip, reset hour 2, and come back and keep the conversation going with Keith and John and Dwayne this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Let's do it, guys.
I don't know whose dog that was, but it was a good looking one, that's for sure. Well, this lifestyle tip's a little different. And it's going out to my man Dwayne and his lovely wife Cheryl. And what's it about? It's about a smile. A smile is so goddamn powerful. And I'm going to get you out of the gate with more of a selfish perspective. So maybe it'll be a little easier, because if there's something in it for you, well, shit, why not give it a try? When you smile at someone, when you just, it's a genuine smile, you are giving someone a little peace. You could, plenty of adjectives go with that. Joy, you can be giving them peace, you can be giving happiness, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, whatever adjective you choose. They receive that smile, they're going to light up like a Roman candle. I mean, sometimes people are a little confused by a smile, because a lot of times people don't just smile for no reason anymore, which is kind of sad. But that smile coming back at you is actually going to make you feel good. Try it. It's pretty crazy. I'm at my house in Mexico right now, and my wife and I, when we leave, we go through a gate. It's a security gate. And we make a point every time we go through to basically give the guard a big smile and a wave, because our goal is to get back the biggest smile we can get out of him or her. And they love us. They see us coming. They're smiling before we get there. But the cool part about it is, whether you're doing it for yourself or you're doing it for them, this is powerful shit. At very first, you might just experiment with it. But when it comes down to it, there's a chemical that's going to get released from your brain, actually a series of them. And it actually becomes pretty fucking addicting. So the tip is this: smile. Give someone a big, genuine smile. See how it makes you feel. You're going to love it. And the best part about that is, you can do it over and over and over. There's no limitations on how many times you can smile in a day. So give it a try. Rock and roll.
Good morning. Welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, your live accountability show. We get after it every single day, 8 o'clock live on morningsinthelab.live, mitl.live. Come check into the show. Come show your proof. You're up and you're at 'em. Come check out the daily poll and come check out the daily question. We got this web companion app we've launched. We're slowly bringing it to life. So show me you're awake, you guys. Come check in to the app, mitl.live, mitl.live, morningsinthelab.live. The show is there. The check-in is there. The proof is there. If you're up and not hitting the snooze button, come check into the show and let us know you are alive. Hey, we are having a lot of fun this morning, myself and John, with Dwayne Whitaker. We pulled him out of the bullpen, got him on stage, and having a great conversation with Dwayne, talking perspective, talking perception. And we're going to keep that show, we're going to keep that conversation going, but we're going to continue it with why your 2026 business plan is failing. Dwayne not only is in the real estate world, but he's also in the world of coaching. He's coaching guys to help achieve big, audacious goals along the way. And I suspect there's a lot of guys that have their plans that are failing at this point. We're going to have a conversation, and we're going to get into morning focus, monologue, anxiety, and then Maya Reyes will join us to talk about systems, steadiness, and the courage to be misunderstood. Guys, let's get into it. Let's get into Hour 2. It starts right now.
Your plan keeps begging for more people. 2026 wants leverage. Your strategy isn't dumb, it's slow.
Pre-AI plans assume stable weeks. Now it's automation, remote speed, and constant pivot. Annual plans crack by March.
Also, we'll review later is a death sentence. If it's not weekly, it's fantasy.
Your execution system is missing. No owners, no milestones, no scoreboard. That's why it keeps getting reprioritized.
Fix it with 12-week sprints. Name an owner per result. Score execution weekly, then cut anything that doesn't move it.
Then modernize the plan. Automate 2 workflows. Build a content engine. Same crew, higher output. Let's get into it.
Got to call it whoever cut that segment. What a good job, you guys. Whoever cut that deep dive segment. Good job on the camera angles. Good job on the clips. Good job on the whole damn experience. Well done, guys. All right, Dwayne Whitaker, John Anderson. Hey, guys. It's middle of February. First quarter is done for a lot of folks. Almost done, I should say. And Dwayne, I know you're also in the mentoring coaching business with folks. Why are people's 2026 plans already unraveling and 2026 isn't even around the corner? I'm sure you're talking to dudes and women that are like, oh yeah, my plans are out the window already. Why is that, Dwayne?
I think it's, to me, my perspective would be commitment. I was taught once, I heard that the definition of commitment is doing the thing that you said you would do long after the feeling that you said it and has gone. And we get excited with bodacious ideas. And we, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, and that looks good, or whatever it is. You know, we're either motivated by negativity, but to get move from a place that we don't want to be to get to a place we want to. That's negative motivation. Or we see something, get excited about it, and move to it. Either way, we're moving. But the commitment and consistency with that commitment just blows. It's like I saw a good movie, I got excited about it. Tomorrow come, because we forget life is still going life. We all lifing. We're all doing life. So all the stuff that comes with life is still there. We just got to play the game and focus on keeping ourselves in the game and being where we're supposed to be when we're supposed to be there. You know, so I think to your question, we forget that we're committed to doing it. And now tomorrow that I feel like shit and I don't feel like doing it, I have to say, this is something I chose to do. So like John said, I've watched, you know, John, you're my fucking idol, man.
Thank you, brother.
I mean, I watch you guys, man. You guys, everybody's in their own lane, and you guys master your lane. That's why I tell Cheryl, I'm surprised their ears don't be burning, because I'll be talking about you guys all the time.
God, thank you so kind.
Nothing happens by coincidence. But yeah, it's to answer your question, not run off the rails. I told you bring me back when I run off the rails.
Yeah,
but
that's right,
commitment.
That John, that's an interesting way to look at it, isn't it, John? Because the way he phrased it, because, you know, we got all excited about something, the dopamine spiking, like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then 24 hours later, when the dopamine's done, oh, well, fuck, I don't really want to do this anymore. Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, it's 100% a piece of the equation. I so agree. And, you know, I always look at, okay, because people have this problem all over the fucking place. That's why that's why they're fat. That's why they're unhealthy. That's why they're broke. That's why all of them have their problems, because they're not fucking committed. And I always like to get into the what's the fucking trigger that's making this happen? It's because they're not honoring the words themselves.
Yes. Don't
fucking say it unless you're going to do it, and start small. I've done so many lifestyle tips about this. You know, it's like if you want to start, you know, exercising, say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go for a 1-minute walk. You can do that, and you can check that box, and you can honor that commitment to yourself every day. Pretty soon you'll want to go 5, and you'll want to, but you build that word to yourself, which then bleeds right into what my man is saying here about the commitment. And pretty soon it's just who you are. But when you're this guy that's always getting all fucking fired up, and of course you see this all the time with people under the influence, you know, they have a couple of fucking beers and they got all these grand plans. First thing in the morning, this shit is fucking gone.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, I get so frustrated with people, you know, that do that, because like, man, you have no fucking clue what you're doing to yourself right now.
Johnny, so here's a great quote here, which is from our resident Petro. Hey, Dwayne, how about Petrocelli? He's pretty awesome. He's such a fucking great. I'm such a huge fan of Petro. He says, you must apply discipline, but more importantly, consistency, because without commitment, you'll never start, but without consistency, you'll never finish. that comes from Denzel Washington, which I thought was quite profound. Johnny, I was thinking about this. So, I sent you a text on Saturday because I was thinking about you. Seriously, I was thinking about you, wondering how your health was.
Me all the time. Dwayne, he thinks about me in the shower too.
I do. Yeah, I count my Johnnies every now and then, Dwayne. Yeah.
In the shower? Oh, that's a bond that people wouldn't even understand.
Well, it's the morning show thing. I don't have many friends in my life, but the ones that I do hold, I have them very dearly. And one of them is on the show with me right now, who I'm massively in love with. So every now and then I think about him, and I was thinking about him on Saturday.
That's something to be proud of. And you know what?
100%.
I'll tell you with Cheryl, we could give a rat's ass what people think. If I love you, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, dude, I agree. Well, yeah, that's exactly. So, Johnny, I fucking love you, man. I talk about you in the shower to myself all the time. There's nothing you can do about it, even with Dwayne.
I know, brother. You keep talking about it. It's just sometimes we're just a little bit of question of what kind of love we're talking about.
That's it. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But Anderson, think about this, man. Think about this. So, because this kind of struck me. So, I know that you're not a big fan of like the timing workouts, and neither am I. Like the group workouts or like the 30-minute or 45-minute kind of. I'm not a big fan of that. But something happened to me on the weekend which was quite profound. I got onto the bike. I didn't want to be on the bike, and I was doing a Peloton ride. And all I did, John, was I hit the start button, and the timer started coming down. Well, do you think I was going to get off the fucking bike and say, no, I'm not going to do this thing now? Because then I would have looked at myself like, really, Billis? You actually can't get this done as the timer's clicking down? So that timer, John, when that thing started going for me as a human, it was reminding me that I was going to be a fucking loser if I got off this thing. And I'm talking hard on myself, but
it took the first step by pushing the button.
That's what I mean, though.
That's the hardest step.
Yes, but it was kind of fascinating. But once the timer was going, I was like, really?
Well, that's the whole point. That's the point. Go for a fucking minute walk. You know?
Exactly my point. But what I like, though, is that once the timer started going, it told my brain, are you actually going to stop this thing and get off the bike?
Yeah. Well, the crazy part is, brother, everybody has, to what we're talking about, everybody has their own little formula that works perfect.
Yes.
Like for you,
I have my shoes on. Yeah.
Putting your shoes on is a symbol of, see, for me, putting my shoes on is like, I'm procrastinating.
Yeah. Because you're a barefoot guy. Yeah.
I'm just fucking up and moving, man. I take a piss and I'm fucking gone. Then my clothes, I walk out to my desk fucking butt naked because my clothes are sitting on the fucking chair out there.
There's an image for all of us later today. And that's why Petro puts this. Everybody thinks of J.A. while in the shower. I know, Petro. I know. And now we're thinking about the man walking naked, Dwayne, to his chair because his clothes are over there.
And so you know what?
Yes.
He's comfortable. He's comfortable in his skin and doing what he does. It's so funny. Just 1 second. Last night, I'm doing work every once in a while. I don't get to enjoy shows on TV, and I watch Central Intelligence with The Rock and Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah. Yes.
It was the thing. He was the fat kid that was picked on, and he's Diesel. He's looking like fucking John.
Yes.
Like the poster boy of fucking muscles and shit, right? And then at the end, at the prom, at the homecoming, he says, "You being comfortable being here?" He starts fucking stripping his shows, gets buck naked on the stage in front of everybody, and they accepted him. Why? Because, like John said, he was comfortable in his skin, and he didn't do no psychotic shit to make him get arrested. But once you get comfortable and realize that, like John said, I smile at everybody because that's my spirit, and you're actually being vulnerable, really, because you're taking a chance. People look at you, what the fuck is you smiling about? I'm smiling because I like you, bitch. No, let me stop.
But it's you. Good, love it or hate it, it's you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it. I love you. There's nothing more you could. I may have to take you out, but I love when you're a lover of people. It's natural.
Yes.
No front. But like John said, you walk around buck naked on your clothes. He's comfortable.
Bam, 100%. And for me, there was a little bit of a healing factor. I don't know if I told a story about fucking basically having to get into the shower freshman football. The only fucking kid, like 150 kids, with a single fucking hair in his cock. Right?
Wow.
That was very fucking traumatic, right?
Yeah.
So being naked was something I had to get past. And the peak of the mountain was this. I don't think I've ever told this story. So up at our house in North Bay, we basically it was on the bay, and there was fucking water all around us. So it was very important that our fucking drains drained into the bay. Because if we got, if the drain filled up, we were in big fucking trouble anyway. We had this storm drain in the front driveway that was constantly getting clogged up. And it would get like this deep of water. And if it got any deeper, it would come in the fucking front door, right? It had to drain around. Anyway, I got tired of going out there. I had to get on my hands and knees. And no matter what I'm in, I'm getting wet everywhere. So I would just wait till and this is just what I would do. I would basically wait till the sun went down, just so I wasn't being, irresponsible for kids in the neighborhood. And I'd walk out there butt fucking naked, get on my hands and knees in that fucking water, start pulling the shit out of the storm drain. And Terry comes out one time and she always knew I was going to clean the drain, but had no fucking clue that I was dropping all my clothes at the front door. She walks out there, sees me fucking bent on my hands and knees, pulling this shit out of there.
Ass up in the air. Oh.
Yeah. She's like, I walked it out to the front of the house and I see her close the front door. I'm kind of puzzled. And I look out and I see you fucking on your hands and knees in the front driveway. What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Nobody can see me, The
mental.
1 Johnny, 2 Johnny, 3 Johnny, 4.
Jesus Murphy, my God. Anderson, I have a whole new mental image of you now. Out in the dark, white ass up in the air. Whitaker just knee deep in the sludge, trying to figure shit out, solving problems. John Anderson.
Well, you know what I was doing? I was keeping my whole get up from having to fucking go in the goddamn washer and dryer. Every time I did that, I had to be completely soaked.
Oh my God!
But that's logical. That perception. That was the smart thing to do. You said, why am I going to mess up my clothes in the mud? I just go and buck naked and I just rinse off in the shower. My clothes are preserved from being dirty.
And at the same time, it was kind of like that final stage of therapeutic. Like, okay, you're in the front yard. You're on your hands and knees, butt naked, working. I guess you're good now. And keep in mind, it's fucking cold out there and wet.
Oh my God, that's so funny. It makes perfect sense.
Yes. Hey, Dwayne, you listen to music?
Absolutely. That's another hidden little love of mine. My original name was D Nice. I was the original D Nice, believe it or not.
Oh, are you a rapper too? Like you were a rapper?
I spit 1 2 1 2 in the place the motherfucking beat. My name. You guys see that Eminem? That's one of my favorite rappers. Eminem is one of my top 5 favorite rappers. Yes.
He's number 1.
Oh yeah, I was MCD. Some tricks of me.
Who's number 1? Who's number 1 in your books, brother? Who's number 1?
Huh?
Who's number 1 in your books for the rapper? Like who's number 1 for you?
Ooh, that's so hard because again with that list of perspectives.
Tupac, Nas, Biggie.
Nas, I got Nas. I got to put Jay up there. I got to put Big up there.
Yeah.
What about Eazy-E?
I like Eazy-E. I like Eazy-E, but for me, my flavor, Rakim.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then whatchamacallit? Jadakiss. Jadakiss. I like his flow.
Yes.
I love all of them, but if I had to but when you say a number 1, okay, you have to pick number 1 or you're not going to exist tomorrow, I would reach in the sky and have to grab, oh man.
Ooh, putting Whitaker on the spot. I love this, man. I'm loving this.
Have to be a number 1. Only one.
Only one. You can only pick one.
Yeah.
Man, that's like who you love more, your mom and your daddy.
Well, it's got a different moment. You love them different. So at this moment, who do you love the most?
Yeah, at this moment, right now, the way I'm feeling, give me Jada.
There you go, some Jadakiss. Well, hey, we got Sullivan going. Eric B, Rakim, Chuck D, Public Enemy, group in the mid-'80s, Queens. That's Sullivan coming in there. Well, listen, as we're working towards wrapping up here, the study is finding regular music listening linked to 39% lower dementia risk after the age of 70. Sterling Preston, what's this?
Did you know adults over 70 who consistently listen to music had a 39% lower risk of dementia?
More than 10,000 Australians were tracked for years, all dementia-free at the start.
Frequent listeners also showed a 17% lower risk of mild cognitive impairment. Playing an instrument was linked to a 35% reduction in dementia risk. That is not subtle. Listening and playing together still showed a 33% lower dementia risk overall. Music lights up multiple brain regions at once, strengthening memory, processing speed, coordination, and social engagement. It's observational, not proof, but it's a simple habit. Press play daily, keep it simple, stay consistent. That's your today's Did You Know? Back to Keith and John.
Probably no shit Sherlock department, as this is an observational study, but 17% lower risk of mild cognitive impairment, and playing a musical instrument links 35% reduction in dementia. The bottom line is, guys, it's good to listen to music, which we all know and love. You know, so
I love it.
You know what I find? I find that here's a statement. I find that rappers don't age as well as old rockers. Like, so you think about let's just the old white-haired rockers that Keith and Johnny grew up with, I think have aged a little better with society than the old black rappers, like the cultural difference. Like I find them very different. Like, I
don't know, dude. You can put Mick Jagger. He looks pretty. He's still kicking ass, but he's pretty torn, boy.
But what I mean though, John. No, here's what I mean though. Is that so? What can Jay-Z rap about as a fucking billionaire? Like, what's his storytelling? What? How can he write some music for Dwayne or Keith?
You're talking about aging into their craft.
Yeah, like
aging in the way they look.
I mean aging into their craft. Like even Marshall. Like, what the hell can Marshall rap about? Like, what can Jay rap about? What can these guys rap about that brought them to where they were? Which is like they got fucking mansions and elevators. Where if you're Mick Jagger and you're just still rocking out on stage, I find that as
you can still rock about doing drugs and having fun your whole life.
I feel because Dwayne, this hasn't happened before, but because it's our demographic, all the rappers that we grew up with, I find that they haven't. Where have they aged? You know what I'm trying to say, Dwayne?
I see your point, because to John's point, I was looking at trying to get your perspective on, are they aging physically or aging in their craft? So somebody like Jay or Eminem, like right now, who's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Eminem, I could spit at you about the freaking snow outside and make it like a golden #1 hit if you are elevated in your craft.
Yes.
So the sustainability and the durability of doing what you're doing to make it sustainable is what makes people never age in their craft. So you got Jay could come on, Eminem could come on right now and have a sellout, right? Just like that.
Yes.
Because of them having the ability in their craft to, I can spit about this vitamin D and make it a #1 song.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not what you're doing, it's how you're delivering it.
Yes. I think that the story, I think what gets rappers to stardom doesn't age well for them, because we all lean into what got them there, which is the struggles, the street.
Unless they went broke and they're going to do it all over again.
Yeah. Right. Well, there you go. Yeah. There you go.
Good point.
That's exactly. So, hey,
and you got to look at the subject material too. You know, if what they're rapping and spitting about is what we would call evergreen, it never ages.
Yes.
If it's evergreen, it's never gonna go out of style. It's gonna always keep flavor. But if I'm talking about something in a specific time frame, that's gonna get old. I gotta find something new.
Yeah.
But if their material is evergreen, it'll never get old. If I'm rapping to you about life never gets old.
Well, and then we can take that statement into, let's just call it musical genius.
Yes.
Doesn't make a difference what color, what genre. The genius will always continue to make hits.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. I agree. Spot on, John.
But where I don't know if I fully agree though, Whitaker, is that I don't know if Jay could drop an album today that would be relevant, because I don't think he can relate to most. Like what he's writing about and talking about, like Jay can't go write about the ghetto. He can't go write about Queens. He can't go write about growing up in New York City, and because that doesn't.
The question would be, does he have to? Because maybe he's now talking about what he used to do versus what he does now, and people are living in that perspective.
That's fair.
Right. Well, he did. You know, Jay grew up like 6 blocks from me. In Marcy Project.
Yeah.
In Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
that helped get him there. But what he was talking about was what was going on at the time, which everybody could relate to the point, John.
Right, but
make you up to stardom.
Right, but but if you did it today, though, you can't relate to him today. Like there's just no relatability. And that's my point. Is that it would be hard for him to come out to the market and say, okay, so because his audience, like, Jay, I don't relate to you anymore, man. Yeah, I grew up with you, but I don't relate to you anymore. Speaking of not relate,
he's not going to spit it. I don't think Jay would spit about growing up in Marcy Projects like he did with or taking his drugs, stashing them at Court Street, which is where the DA's office is and stuff like that. He's not, because that's not going to be relevant to your point, Keith.
Correct.
But it's what John said earlier, your craft being able to take any subject material and expound on it.
And let me give you one last example before we work towards wrapping this up. Motley Crue can go on the road right now and keep fucking playing girls like the song was made yesterday, and people are going to go show up for it. I don't think Jay can show up in Winnipeg and sing some of the songs that he sang from 30 years ago and make them relevant today. And I think that's me the problem.
But doesn't Snoop Dogg still do it?
Yeah, but I don't. But he does. But I don't think some of this. I don't think some of the content lands like all my point is. I'll bring it home. I wish it aged better. Is what my point is. Yeah. And
to your point, Keith. Like you said, and what you said about the band going to play
like Motley Crue.
Certain songs that Jay got is going to be anthems that's never going to go out of style. Like New York, New York. That's never going. So certain things, to your point, Motley Crue. So there's certain songs that's never going to age.
Yes.
I get that, but to your point, Keith, you're right. In what got you there is not necessarily the content, but it's the delivery of you delivering yourself. Once you put yourself in the game and not depending on the content, I think that's what. But you're right. He can't. I'm not going to be moved so much about you talking about, because Biggie lived not too far from me too. I'm not going to be moved by it. But certain anthem songs
100%
going to move the crowd, like Motley Crue and Eminem. Eminem could drop something and everybody going to move on it. So it's perspective.
Speaking of moving, Johnny, did Bobby the Brain Heenan move you? Check this out before we rock and roll and get you out of here this morning. Check this vintage clip, man.
MTV stands for music to vomit by. First of all, it's garbage. It don't belong in the same category. I don't want these skinny little cakes around me, man. I'm a man. I'm a true man. Roddy, you better watch out.
Iran, number one. The Aaron Sheik, number one.
Where I come from, rock and roll don't exist.
Rock and roll, America.
Just tell me this, huh? All you rock and rollers, how would you like to put your little baby down in Duran Duran's lap, huh?
But at least I don't wear a skirt like Roddy Piper. Hey, Rowdy Roddy, your slip is showing.
So that is 1985, you guys. John, Dwayne, that's 1985 wrestling. That's what got you going here, brother.
No, brother, remember, I wasn't a big wrestling fan.
I know.
Nor did I have a TV at this time.
Yes.
I watched the Saturday nights, Fred Blassie, PK Strongbow, Roddy Piper, Andre the Giant. Saturday night, that was it.
If they weren't fucking jacked, I had no interest.
Hey, John, before you go.
Hey, John, before you go, we've got a nature thirst trap. It's unhinged.
A very thirsty carp will not stop trying to kiss
A very fed up frog's butt. It commits for the entire clip.
No breaks, no shame, just nonstop, please love me back energy.
The frog is over it. The fish is acting like persistence fixes everything.
John, I miss having that kind of focus. Somebody caring that much would change my whole week.
John, don't let Preston talk himself into aquatic romance. If he buys a pond, we're taking his phone.
I just gotta know, why are my gay brothers talking to me about that shit? You need to be talking amongst yourselves.
I saw this. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
That frog is clearly enjoying what's going down here. But, the crazy part is, dude, is the gay brothers, the more weird shit you put on here, they can't keep it in the closet. It's impossible.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I saw this, and as Dwayne, I have this "Did you know" segment. Hey, John, before you go segment. It's just awesome because I'm looking for shit for John to comment on it, and as X knows that I'm looking for great shit. I'm just finding this stuff, and I saw this last night. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to hear what Anderson has to say about this one.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing the frog is not in the damn in the mud pole trying to clean out the pipe in the I love it, man.
Dude,
you
awesome.
Guys rock, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you hanging out with us this morning. You came in on such short notice. Lots of love, man. I'm a huge fan. You got to come back and hang out with us.
You guys are awesome, man. Anytime I can support, I love to hang out with you guys, man, and keep doing what you're doing. John, I'm so proud of you guys, man, and Keith, y'all just rocking it. And,
well, man, I got to tell you,
Cheryl lets me carry her luggage, and so I can hang out with her. So long as I can carry her luggage, she lets me hang out with her.
Well, brother, I gotta say, man, it was an absolute pleasure hanging out with you today. It was a lot of fun getting to know you, and brother, keep that fucking killer smile rolling.
I agree.
Thank you so much, brother. Same to you, man. You guys rock, man. Love you guys, man.
All right. Kyle, let's get Whitaker out of here. I want to say quick goodbye to Johnny, and Dwayne, I appreciate it, man. Talk to you later.
All right.
All right, John, I know you got to go, buddy. That was fun, eh? I think we might have to swap Charlotte for Dwayne. He's a pretty solid dude.
Yeah, we will have to have him back. It's just fun conversation.
Oh, I agree. Okay.
About anything, too.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, what do you got going on today, bro?
I'm looking at bags packed right now.
Oh,
I'm literally loading up the car.
You're heading home today, are you?
Yeah, we're heading back to California today.
Okay, awesome. Well, drive safe, be safe, and have a lot of fun. And we'll look forward to catching up with you inside of. Hey, Kai, drop this committed clip before Johnny rocks out of here. Check this out. So look at this, man. Explain this to me. Like a rear naked chokehold, I think it is called, isn't it?
I was going to break these bats. That was going to do.
He is.
Dude, breaking one bat is a fucking nut, let alone multiple.
So is that, what kind of hold is that, John? What's that called? Like, is that a rear naked choke? No, what's that called?
No, that would I believe that would represent some sort of a heel hook.
Okay.
Or an ankle lock. I mean, it's because he's that right there. See, he's got it. He leans back to get the toy.
Yeah.
Rear naked to be this way.
Oh, okay. But you think somebody's body can be in there? That just shows you the damage that you could do.
They break legs like that.
Yeah. Didn't realize that. I realized it, but until I saw that, I was like, holy smokes. So that'd be like me putting you putting me in your legs and then just holding me back and then break my leg. It basically, like, simple as that.
Because it's basically, as he leans back, it's his whole body against the tib and fib.
Oh, yeah. Man, that's crazy. All right, pal, get in there. Who's driving home? Terry's driving home, eh?
I get us back across the border, then she takes over from there.
Oh, there you go. Okay, well, you drive safe. I got to get this mental image out of my head of you cleaning the drain pipes in the front yard naked. That's just the fucking best image.
Something tells me you're going to have a go at that in the shower.
Oh, well, hey, one, Johnny, two. You know what's really cool, Johnny, is that we had some fun with that, and Melissa made that segment on the fly. That just tells you the skill of the team, right? I dropped that joke with you about 5 minutes, and then 2 minutes later, we got that clip running. That's good stuff, Melissa. Good job. All right, pal. You have a good day. Be safe. We'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
Have a good loop, my brother.
You too, pal. All right, John is out of here. Good morning,
1
son.
Johnny, 2 Johnny, 3 Johnny, 4.
Why is Sterling in the shower? Hey, is that I always get the guys mixed up. Was that Sterling or was that Preston? I always get that's Sterling, isn't it? That's I don't know what to say to that. Silly goose strike, yes. And no, that's right. Yeah, Preston's the white guy. Sorry, I got to find a way to identify. Preston's the white guy, Sterling's the black guy. That is our morning conversation desk duo. It's I don't know why I still get them mixed up, but that's I'm not trying to stereotype at all, Kai. I always interchange them. No, I need a way to identify the toe dudes, and that works for me. So, and then Cheryl says I heard that, Keith. Well, hey, I'm telling you, man, I really enjoyed that time with your husband. Pretty solid dude. Like, I'm talking solid, dude. That was a lot of fun. And Jimmy, Kai, did you notice that the moment that we gave Dwayne the permission to swear? When he was like, what was he? Oh, yeah. He went from meek to wanting to use the word pussy. I was like, go ahead, just go, being a pussy. He's like, oh, yeah. And then all of a sudden after that, he was just, the doors opened up to some language, which was fun. I love that, man. That was great. Cheryl, thanks for making that happen. Yeah, exactly. He was like, who the fuck is this bitch? And he just dropping language left and right. Loving it. Dwayne Whitaker, welcome back here anytime on the big show that we call Mornings in Live with Keith, John, and friends. Okay. I just saw this clip here. I meant to talk about this morning with Johnny. Thanks, Jimmy. Before I do that, though, hey, did you guys see the BAFTAs? I'm actually curious to hear. I was actually wanted to ask Dwayne this question and even Cheryl. But so the BAFTAs ran on the weekend. I guess the Black American Film Awards. And some dude, I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's manufactured. I don't know if it's... But some guy in the audience, apparently his Tourette's syndrome gets the best of him, and the guy uses the N-word on the show. Horrible. Just horrible. Like you talk about a timely moment, the live show, live broadcast, and they're offering an award on stage, and then some dude, he says a word that we all don't want to hear, and it just comes out. Well, that was the BAFTAs. So I don't know, Dwayne or Cheryl, if you heard that. I was like, what the fuck, man? That's not very good. Silly Goose says, one day, can you share some fun photos of when you were younger, like in high school and stuff? I just think it'd be fun. Yes, we can do that. Silly Goose, do I know you? I'm curious. Silly Goose 2.0, do I know you as a human? Because that might relate to my answer, whether I'm going to show off pictures in my high school days. But I absolutely can do that. I got a few pictures of myself in high school. That is absolutely the case, and I'm more than happy to show. I just got a clip from Petro. It's a 1962 comic book clip. I'm going to have a look at that. Okay, good. So you never met me? Okay, awesome. So yeah, I'm happy to, you know what we're going to do, actually? I'm going to find something here quickly and show you guys something here. So I was in a band growing up. Silly Goose. Yeah, true story. And Melissa's like, really? I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, fuck, I was in a band. Yeah. And I'm just going to get this picture. I'm going to show on the screen to you guys here because I think you might be fascinated by it. So I was the lead singer in a band. Yeah. And yeah, oh yeah, Melissa does know that. That's right. She does know because she's been me for a long time here. So yeah, check this out. So Silly Goose, yes, I've been here since forever. I know. Hey, Silly Goose, check this out. Here's me, man. Here's me in the band. Yeah, I was the singer. That was in grade 9. Yeah, let me show you one more here of me, actually. I'm trying to find another one here of me singing. Yeah, so this would be me there. So Kai, that's me right there. That's me in the band. That's me. But it was a pretty awesome band, Silly. It was called an air band. Yes, I was one of the greatest air banders ever, actually, and I was good at singing, even though well, you guys hear me sing on the show here every now and then, so that's how that worked. But I'll try to find some stuff. An air band, Melissa, is when you play air instruments. And here we go. So I got the picture I was looking for you guys, and it looks a little bit like. I got a picture of me singing, but I'm just trying to find the picture. Let's see here. I think it's in this album. Yeah, so here's me with me, all the gang in the band. So that's me standing in the front there with all the other guys. But I do have a picture of me singing in the band. But I just need to find where it is, because that I can show you guys of me doing my thing, but it looks like I'm having some troubles getting that. So I'm not going to get it right now, but I will try to find some stuff for you guys that I can show. You want to know little Keith? Hey, there's the little handsome chief himself right there. Yeah, that's the little guy. Yeah, true story. So there you go, Silly Goose. That's some fun for you to enjoy. Hope you enjoyed that, much as ridiculous as that is. There's a certain picture I'm looking for, and it's right here. Give me 1 second. Doing your thing. Yes, exactly, Jimmy. Doing my thing. Just pulling it up here. I know. Oh, okay. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. That's what I was looking for. So there you go. That was the handsome chief singing with his microphone. Yeah. That was I was singing some Striper. You guys remember Striper, the band Striper? Silly. Sullivan. Good time. Holroyd. Do you remember Striper? It was a Christian rock band. Even though I don't know how Christian they were, they just make good music. So yeah. There's me right there. True story. And then let's see if I can find one more. Oh yeah, there's me and my guitarist. Just rocking it out. Yeah, exactly. Always there for you, Striper. Yeah, they're the yellow and bad. They look like a bunch of bees, right? So yeah, and there I am there, just fucking rocking it up on stage, just getting after it. Just getting after it. Good times. Good times. Really? Your dad loved that shit, Kai? Oh my God, now I'm feeling really old. Okay, listen, we're going to talk anxiety. We're talking anxiety. We're talking morning focus because time is moving too fast. I got 34 seconds to go empty the tank, and that's going to start right now.
Time's speeding up. Not the year, the day. I blink and it's gone. Your vision moves faster than your life. That gap feels like pressure.
And people say, slow down.
That advice makes me mad.
I can feel the window closing.
Maybe that anxiety isn't failure. Maybe it's importance. You finally care enough to take your life seriously.
Keith's got the fix.
It's not more hustle. It's ruthless focus on today.
My dad loves Elvis, Neiman says. Yeah. It's funny, I saw an Elvis clip on the weekend, and I was just reflecting on how long ago that was. Holy smokes, I feel like it was just yesterday where Elvis was Elvis. Yeah. So, like, when we're talking to, I got to talk to my kids about Elvis. I wonder what my kids would say if I talk about Elvis. Like, who the fuck is Elvis? Like, why was his name Elvis? Yeah. Like, I don't know. Is it? I think Elvis is an alligator now, right? We got Elvis the alligator. Oh yeah, huge fan of Neil Young and Scorpions. Jimmy, love the Scorpions, man. The live shit's great. Neil Young, Jimmy, you know Neil Young from Winnipeg, eh? So there you go, Jimmy. And yeah, Winnipeg guy. Maybe Jimmy, that's why we're connected. And I know, Jimmy, your dad's listening to Neil Young right now, up there listening to us and listening to Neil Young for sure. He is. Okay, all right, guys. Time is moving way too fast. Yeah, it's and to those of you that maybe are of the same demographic as I am, I think you can probably relate to what I'm going to say next, because it feels like some days they are just sprinting by, and I'm just standing there trying to build the future with my hands, just getting after it every single day. Well, I do it, and the calendar just keeps flicking over and over like it's mocking me. Because here's the part, and I'm just going to say it. I said it to Lauren yesterday, but here's the part that nobody says out loud. When you are an entrepreneur, time is not neutral. Yeah, no, time is a predator. It doesn't pass. It takes your opportunity. It takes all of your energy. It takes your relevance. It just takes it. So, okay, everything you're doing right now, I am taking it and I'm sucking it up and I'm grabbing all your time and I'm using it. And then what it does also is it takes this window where your idea has this power to become a thing. And then as you're creating the thing, the time just keeps going. You're like, holy fuck, man, can you just stop so I can build this thing? And I can tell you guys, I feel that. And to those of you that hang out with me daily, and many of you do, I wanted to share this with you because I can feel it in my chest. And it scares me. It scares the mother out of me, but not as fear as failure. No, as fear of wasting the moment. Yesterday morning, I can share with you guys. I was watching the hockey game. It was 7:10 in the morning. The game was starting. And I said to myself, awesome. I got 12 good hours of work to do today. I was excited. Didn't have anything on the agenda except my own stuff to do. I had some family obligations, but I was excited that I had 12 direct hours to get some stuff accomplished. Well, before I knew it, it was 7 p.m. I was like, what the hell just happened? Where did it all go? That freaked me right out. Because I had this fear that I was wasting the moment. These 12 hours just went by because I can see what I'm building and I can see the world it becomes. I can see it. I can see it like it's right in front of me, but I can't slow the clock down long enough to get it into reality at the speed that my brain is living in. I live in this world of AI. I create, and all these tools go fast, but yet I can't make them go faster. And that creates this weird pressure for me. Man. And I thought today's the day that I could talk about it because my vision, and not the vision coming out of my eyes. No, I'm old, remember? And I didn't eat carrots growing up, so I can't even fucking see. I'm just blind. No, I'm talking about my vision, like my vision for life, my vision for what I'm building. Yeah. And my vision, I swear it moves at light speed. Neiman and I joke about squirrels all the time. Squirrel, running over here. But I got this vision, and it's massive, and it's moving fast at light speed. Like I said, it's going like a motherfucker. But what happens is that my life is moving at human speed. Yeah, and that's the problem because my brain, the world is going fast. Vision's going fast. But then my life, well, it's cooking at human speed. It's like the cookies are taking 12 minutes. I can't get them done in 3. And that gap is where my anxiety lives. I'm sharing it with you, being frank. It's right here in the middle. And that is what messes me up because people say, okay, well, Bill, just slow down. Like, fuck, I can't slow down. I got shit to do. But you can't slow down when you can feel the wave coming, and that's the problem. I feel the wave coming. Here's the thing. You guys, yeah. You ever watch a storm roll out? You know how it works, right? The sky is changing, right? You can feel the air changes all around you. And your animals know what's coming before it hits. Well, I always say that's what it's like being early on something. And that's how a lot of my life is, I would say. Some days, I gotta be honest, it's not really relaxing. And it's not really peaceful either. Because it's like hearing this thunder in the distance while everyone else is still just kind of like fucking arguing about the weather. And I'm like, no, but I don't really care about the weather right now. I'm trying to get to next Friday. So I wake up and I am not just thinking about today. No, I'm thinking about the race against time. In my brain right now today is on Petrocelli's show on Friday. I know I'm out here all the time postulating on slowing down and creating awareness, but I'm also sharing with you my vulnerabilities and my weaknesses. My brain is already on Friday's show on Friday. And that sometimes gets in the way for me. So I'm thinking about the race against time, not because I'm trying to be rich. No. And not because I'm trying to impress anyone. As a matter of fact, that's the last of what I'm trying to do. It's because I'm trying to ship a reality that I believe in so passionately before this window closes. And then the anxiety gets louder. Okay, I got to move faster. Oh, I got to do more. Why aren't my agents going faster for me? I can't waste this day. Oh, and because my day is so clocked down to minutes, I sometimes don't get, if I spend an extra 4 minutes here, I'm losing 4 minutes over there. It just gets me all bundled up. And then I go look in the mirror and I'm like, holy smokes, I'm not getting any younger. I got a birthday coming up next week. Can we stop it? I've just learned. You just don't get infinite shots. No, there's a finite to all this. And I got to tell you something. It's tempting. It's tempting to make that mean something really dark. But here's the thing. I'm starting to realize something. I'm starting to realize that maybe the anxiety isn't telling me that I'm behind. Even though I question that, I'm like, well, maybe I am. Maybe, or maybe it's telling me that I finally care enough to take my own life seriously. Nah, because I take my life seriously nonstop. But I will tell you that time moving fast is terrifying, especially when you know that you're capable of more than you've shown so far. I'm scared of disappointing Melissa, who's in this for fucking ever, Jimmy, Johnny, the people that have been with me since day one. I do not want to let them down. I don't. It's how I'm wired. I just want to buy an airplane, get my airplane and my dogs on the plane and go hang out with my people that I work with. That's it. I don't need to go buy any new cars. I need to go gambling in Vegas. I've done all that bullshit. No, I just want to buy the airplane, put my dogs on the plane and go make Melissa's life better and Jimmy's life better and Johnny's life better. And not that their lives aren't better. I know they have great lives. But when I'm trying to build something that I know can move and shake the world, that time just fucking freaks me out. So what do you do when you can't slow time down? Well, I'm learning that you gotta stop negotiating with it. And you stop trying to find more time. Last night I said to myself, I gotta go to bed because 3:40 is coming whether I like it or not. So time for me is like a currency. And I am spending it like a savage right now. Not on busyness. No, that's the last of what I do. Not on even noise. And not on distraction dressed up as work. I got no interest in that. But I spend it on the few things that actually move the future into the present. Because as I'm learning, the real flex isn't slowing down time. No, it's building something so real that when you look back, it feels like time was moving fast. I recall the days when I was building ICUC, and I don't even remember being in it because we were so busy being in it, growing it. And if I'm honest, as I try to be every single day with all of you, maybe this is what the anxiety is. It's my body telling me, stop trying to control it. Yeah, maybe it is. And start controlling what you do with it today. And I do that today. So today, I am not asking for the clock to slow down, even though I pray to the good Lord above every single day to ask for the 25 hours and give me 24. Can I get another hour today? Hey, God, can I get another hour? Hey, God, can I get another 2 hours? Oh, is Billis talking to God? I didn't know Billis talked to God. I didn't know he was a religious guy. Come on. I was just asking for some clarity. I would just ask for some precision. Somebody give me some clarity because Mother Nature ain't helping. The clock ain't helping. Somebody just give me some guidance because I'm asking for some ruthless focus. Because if time wants to sprint and I see it sprinting all around me like a motherfucker, poof, poof, I'm seeing it. It's just like sprinting all over the fucking place. That's fine. I'm telling myself right now, and I'm telling all you, fine. I see you, time. I see you. I see you going around me. I see you going everywhere. I see it. But here's the thing, time. Time, I'm not chasing you anymore. Fuck you, time. I'm not chasing you anymore. I'm deciding right now that I'm running. I'm running in my own lane.
What if the reason you keep hitting snooze, missing workouts, or snapping at your kids isn't discipline, but design? What if all you need is a system overhaul? Today in the Community Corner, we're talking operating systems for your life. Let's get after it, Chief.
I see your comments there, guys. We got Sullivan coming in saying, Stephen Covey's book on time management is good. First things first. This show definitely taught me to value my time. Absolutely, Sully. Yes. We got Silly Goose coming in saying, what's your ideal time to go to bed during the work week? How many hours do I try to get? So I'll tell you, Silly, my day goes like this. My day starts at 3:40 every single day. And my day goes till, 8 o'clock. It essentially goes to 8 o'clock. And I try to be in bed by 8. Try to have lights out by 9. So I'm sleeping by 9 o'clock is the goal. Some days it's by 8 o'clock, but it's just the 8 to 9 o'clock hour. 7 o'clock, I'm back at my desk doing my shit. My days go from 3:40 until 8 o'clock, 7 days a week. True story. No, and there's zero embellishment there. I'm in pure founder mode. Ask my team. Yep. So we have a virtual office called The Mornings in the Lab, and it's a virtual space, Silly Goose, and I joke with the team because you'll always find me in there. I'm always in the office. But when you're trying to build greatness, you do what you got to do. True story. And do not hear anybody, and do not hear my comments that I'm complaining about it. Well, I guess I'm complaining, yeah, because time's going too fast. But I love what I get to do every single day. Like, I mean, I love it. So there's no complaints. It's you do what you can with it. All right, let's keep going. The community corner. YouTube, you don't have a discipline problem, you have a systems problem. Ali Abdal reveals something about high performers in aviation and medicine. They don't rely on vibes, they rely on checklists, systems, and pre-decided routines. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Because he lays out the 5 core systems: goal setting, time management, health, relationships, and finance. And you know what I think about this? Literally a system for everything, just like John Anderson says, right? And you think about that, right? Those airplanes, they always take off and they always land 99.9999999% of the time because of the checklist. Love that. Ali Abdil, great little bit of nugget to throw on the table there. Moving on over to Substack, strong dads don't hide, they regulate. Yeah, child psychologist Dr. Kara Goodwin asks a powerful question. Should we tell our kids the truth about the world? Her conclusion is not shield them from everything, and it's not dump adult chaos on them. It's what she calls developmentally sensitive truth. And from a dad's perspective, here's the thing. Your kids don't need you emotionless, they need you regulated. If you try to hide the stress, they feel it anyways. If you lie, that trust erodes. Here's how I've dealt with this with all my kids, all my 3 kids. I just talk to my kids. And and Lauren does too. And whether you want to call that adult chaos on them, I have a POV on that. They're going to be an adult one day. So why not get them ready for it? We can't talk to the kids about that because they're a child. What the fuck? They're going to be an adult one day. Let's teach them. If we can teach them as an adult, perhaps we can get them to a space where they're going to be a regulated, healthy adult instead of shielding them from the naiveties of the world. All right, LinkedIn, being unliked is a superpower. Yes, Geraldine Spurnaway with Shake and Geraldine shared something many leaders learned too late. Being unliked is powerful. Not everyone will like you. Boom. Yes. You know what? I'm going to end on that one because I like that. Because she says, do they like me? Hey, if they don't, as John would say, you're probably going down the right track. That means you're probably finding your audience. Because if somebody doesn't like you, there's a good chance somebody does. So then go spend more time on the person that does, and then go find more people that do and keep going after it. Let's use the Taylor Swift business case. Does everybody like Taylor Swift? No. But I'll tell you, those that do, they love her. One of the greatest business cases in history. Product market fit. Called Taylor Swift. Hey, Maya, you like Taylor Swift? Let's get me out of here.
Systems over vibes, regulation over shutdown, creation over approval. That's not just productivity advice. It's a blueprint for men who want to lead better at work and at home. And while you're at it, stop worrying about pleasing everyone. Have the courage to be misunderstood and disliked. Enjoy your weekend, fellas. We'll see you next week.
Hey, if you're going to please anybody today, maybe please yourself. Yeah, that's how we started the show, Jimmy. We're talking about pleasing ourselves. Get some life expectancy work. Hey, if you're feeling stressed, maybe that's the way to make yourself unstressed. Hey, guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. From perspective to perception, to getting candid about the flow of time and about the flow of John Anderson cleaning out the drain pipes naked in his front yard. Good times this morning on Mornings in Alive with Keith, John, and friends. We talked about rapping and relatability, perception and perspective, Dwayne Whitaker's professional experience and explaining the difference between what he did in the Secret Service. I got into time was moving fast. We got into the conversation desk where Greenland, yeah, we know why everybody wants Greenland. Hey, guys, coming up tomorrow, we got a monster show lined up. Raymond Harris, from NFL running back to mindset CEO. We're going to break down why motivation is killing your goals and what to build instead when the pressure hits and the confidence disappears. Tomorrow, the 5-minute habit that changed my entire morning routine. And if you're a regular, you know what that is. I'm going to share it tomorrow. And we're going to walk you through some micro habit stacks that help Keith and John get after it every single day. And hey, if you guys haven't checked in today to the show, mitl.live. Spartacus, I know you're there. Silly Goose, have you checked in yet? mitl.live. morningsinthelab.live. mitl.live. Come check into the show. Come show us your proof. Come show us you're awake, you're at it, and you're out to get your biggest audacious goals. And you can do that by simply checking into the show. Click on check in and come enjoy it in the community. So guys, we're out of here. You can see us tomorrow in less than 22 hours right here on Mornings in the Lab, mitl.live, mitl.live, 8 o'clock Eastern time, live for 2 hours every single day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, nation. I am out of here.